Okay. Way to pick out the red dress, Chip. That's it for right now? You want a Coke, man?
I will down it. Okay. There's food downstairs.
No eating at all.
Want a Coke or something?
I like that.
Like a Coke?
Thank you.
You want something to drink?
The skyline of Birmingham, Alabama, where today the Penn State Nittany Lions meet the Crimson Tide of Alabama. TCS Sports welcomes you to Legion Field in Birmingham. Penn State and Alabama both undefeated this year, records of 4 wins, no losses, and they're ranked number 3 and number 4 in the nation. I'm Tom Thomas. Your regular announcers will be along in a moment, Stan Savran and George Paterno, but we've temporarily lost our connection to the press box. So for the next couple of minutes, I'll be describing the action for you until we can get the connection reestablished. As you see, the teams are already lining up on the field. Alabama in their red uniforms, and Penn State for the first time this season in the away white uniforms. They played 4 straight at home, the Nittany Lions have, and won all 4 of them. A sophomore kicker has the ball teed up. There he is. He's Terry Sanders from right here in Birmingham, and he'll be kicking off for Bear Bryant's Crimson Tide. The fans are ready. The teams are ready. We're about ready to get this game underway between these 2 national powers. And here comes the opening kickoff. And Terry Sanders is sending it deep into the end zone, 8 yards deep, and it will not be run out. So the Penn State Nittany Lions will start their first series from the 20-yard line on the touchback. Todd Blackledge at quarterback, John Williams and Kurt Warner the running backs, Kenny Jackson and Greg Garrity the wide receivers for Joe Paterno's squad. You can see some wet spots on the field from our view high above the end zone. It has been raining here much of this weekend. The rain has stopped right now. We've got a little bit of sun trying to peek through the scattered clouds overhead. Penn State will start first down and 10 at their 20-yard line. The I backfield with Kurt Warner at tailback, and Warner gets the handoff but doesn't get much yardage. Coming over the middle of the line, he's met by Robbie Jones, the senior linebacker, number 97 of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Let's look at their defense. Mike Pitts and Jackie Klein on the left side, Mike Rodriguez, the middle guard, Randy Edwards and Russ Wood on the right. The linebackers for Bear Bryant's squad are Robbie Jones, who made that last play, and Eddie Lowe on the weak side. And in the secondary, Stan Gay, Gerald Sprinkle, Tommy Wilcox, and Al Blue at the safeties. 2nd down and 7 now for Penn State, and they move to the pro set backfield. Warner and Williams side by side, and it's John Williams getting the call. And Williams is going to be collared out around the 24-yard line. Making the play, Mike Rodriguez, the middle guard, number 31. Mark Battaglia, Penn State's senior center, trying to block Rodriguez there, but Rodriguez got past him and made the play on John Williams, a gain of 1 yard. It'll bring up 3rd down and 6 now. And it looks like it'll be a passing down for Penn State. Both Garrity and Jackson come wide to the right side. Todd Blackledge may be ready to throw his first pass on 3rd and 6, and it looks like he will. Blackledge over the middle for Mike McCloskey. The pass is incomplete, however, as Gerald Sprinkle makes the play for the Crimson Tide. And that'll bring up a 4th down and 6. Let's look at Mike McCloskey now, the tight end. Coming over the middle, he gets free. Here comes the ball, and here comes Sprinkle. Sprinkle coming up quick to make the play. Well, we understand now that the connection has been restored to the press box, so as Ralph Giacomo gets set to putt, let's go to Stan Savran.
Single safety back for Alabama. And the kick is blocked. Alabama's going to recover at the 14-yard line.
Well, that's the first big break of the game. They must have seen something.
Looks like Mike Pitts recovered it.
Let's see where he came from. He split the guard tackle seam. Giacomo never had a chance.
Jackie Klein was the man who blocked it. Pitts recovered. Now Alabama 1st down and 10 at the Penn State 14. What a break early. Lewis fake, and he's going to pass. Now he scrambles. He's got a lot of room to run. He breaks a tackle. He's at the 5 and down inside the 5 near the 4. Very close to a 1st down.
And this is what Lewis does so well. They had him captured back there. They had him trapped. He broke out of it and turned it into a gain.
Mark Robinson finally made the tackle. They almost had him about the line of scrimmage, but he scrambled out of there for 9. It'll be 2nd down and a short 1. And this is the kind of thing you never want to happen, George, but especially on the road. Now they break out of the wishbone, and they're in a double wing. 2nd down, less than a yard, inside the 5. Lewis keeps, hit, and they're going to rule that he was down. No pitch. He's very close to the 1st down.
They came out, tried to run the counter option, and Lewis is a great runner. He kept the ball for no gain. This could be a great stand for Penn State's defense.
Roger Jackson and Walker Lee Ashley made the tackle, and they'll call for the measurement. You know, in the block punt, George, it didn't look like a special defense, just the blocking broke down.
Well, it seemed the blocking broke down, and this is only the 2nd punt I think Penn State's had blocked in 13 years.
All right, Walter Lewis, the wishbone, Moore, Caruth, Fagan, Bendros, the wide receiver. Alabama did not make the 1st down. It'll be 3rd down and inches. Grogan, the tight end, across the front, left to right. Beasley, Adcock, Mott, Bramlett, and Doug Vickers. They are a big offensive line.
And they bring in a turn to number 44 at fullback, and Stan, as we talked about, he's got 7 touchdowns. Look for him to get the football.
Craig Turner is the backup, but he has scored 7 touchdowns. It is 3rd down and less than a foot to go. Lewis sneaks. I don't know. It depends where they mark it. And from preliminary indication, they're going to mark it inside the 4. That'll be a 1st down. They may call for the measurement here, but from where the referees have spotted it, looks like it's a bit inside the 4. The nose of the football had to get to the 4, so I'd say that he's got it. And this obviously sets up Alabama in a position, if they make it, to jump on the board quickly. You see the measurement. 1st down.
By the nose of the football, as they say.
For Penn State, Al Harris, defensive end, dropping off into linebacker. The tackles, Gattuso and Ophir, Walker Lee Ashley. Linebackers, Kelly, Radisick, Dave Paffenroth. In the secondary, Biondi and Jackson, the corners. Hamilton, the hero. Mark Robinson, the safety. 1st down and goal. Now they're in a power I to the right side. 1st down, Alabama. Here's Lewis faking, keeping, touchdown, Alabama. He looked for the pitch man. He was covered. Lewis kept it himself, a 4-yard touchdown run, a 14-yard touchdown drive.
And that's why he's so dangerous. He's got very, very quick feet, Stan. It was a counter option. They faked up inside. He came back to the short side of the field. Defensive went for the pitch. He just stepped up inside for the touchdown.
Now Peter Kim will attempt the extra point. Kim, a senior, is 18 out of 18, and on top of that, he has hit 37 straight extra points. Kick is up. Kick is good. So Alabama, taking advantage of the block punt of Ralph Giacomero, has taken an early lead in the ball game. There's a timeout in the action. The score: Alabama 7, Penn State nothing.
Now this is that counter option, a little fake. Now the defensive end, he goes out to cornerback Jackson, takes pitch. There's nobody on the quarterback. Steps up inside. He caught them in the goal line defense.
Coaches so often, George. There's a timeout in the action. The score: Alabama 7, Penn State nothing. Yards after the block punt. Took him 4 plays to do it. Lewis carried every time and covered the last 4 for the touchdown. Kevin Bow and Tony Mumford back deep. Bow averaging 23 yards per return. Bow will take it 1 yard deep. 20, 25, and a flag is down on the other side of the field. So Bow returns at 26. But there is a flag down, and that normally indicates a penalty against the returning team.
It's usually blocking below the waist. But you know, we talk so much about specialty teams, Stan, over and over again, but in a big game like this, their importance really shows up. That's a big breakdown in Penn State's punt protection, and now they're in a big hole.
Coaches so often talk about the kicking game, and people tend to kind of brush that off, and they'd rather talk about the quarterbacks and the guys who can run the 109 flat, but it's just 1/3 of the game.
Well, already here we see 2 mistakes on kicking in the kicking game, specialty teams, and Penn State again has to start from their 10-yard line.
First down at 10.
All right, the penalty against Penn State, 10 yards, 15-yard penalty, but it is first down and 10 yards to go. Penn State starting at their own 10. Now, the first time they had the ball, they were able to gain only 4 yards in 3 plays. Blackledge 0 for 1. So they tried 2 draws the last time. Here's Warner trying to get outside. He's in trouble. He's hit and dropped for a loss at the 9-yard line. Mike Pitts, the man who recovered the block punt, made the tackle.
Well, he did a great job playing off the offensive end, McCloskey's block. There was a little daylight to the inside, but Kurt decided to try to get around the corner. This Alabama team is awfully quick, especially on AstroTurf, where you get another step faster on.
There's Joe Paterno wearing those pants that he wore in the opening game against Temple. Second down, 11 yards to go. Penn State at their own 9-yard line. Receivers split either side. Blackledge to throw. He throws it short out to Warner. Tries to make a move. He's hit at the 19 and knocked out of bounds near the 20 and very near the first down. He'll be short. It'll be 3rd down and a half yard. Robbie Jones, the linebacker, a senior, 6'3" and 236, knocked him out of bounds.
Well, there's a little delay. They fake the one, and then he sneaks out into the right flat. He's wide open momentarily, tries to get upfield, very close to the first down.
He is about a yard shy, 3rd down and 1. And even though there's still 11:10 to play in the first quarter, this is a critical first down for Penn State. Williams in motion. Warner trying to get wide, got the first down out to the 24-yard line.
Big play.
Pick up his 5. It'll be a first down. Robbie Jones again on the tackle, but not before Warner picks up 5 and the first down.
Let's take a look at this. From a split backfield, it's just a pitch. He got a good block from Williams, finds the crease, and wisely goes for the first down. Alabama's defensive strategy, Stan, is to come hard on 1st and 2nd down, the running downs, and get you in 2nd and long or 3rd and long situation.
Well, when Penn State gets some field position, do you look for them to throw on first down?
Oh, they have to.
Warner and Williams split. As you see the tight shot, Garrity left, Jackson right. Penn State's first down. Here's a pass out in the flat. Garrity's got it. He slips and falls at the 31. It'll be a gain of 7. He would have had the first down if he'd been able to keep his feet.
But it was a good call because he got the cornerback playing soft. You can see it here. It's just a quick out, and you can play catch with that all day long. He's going to force that corner, number 7 Sprinkle, to come up and play him tighter.
That is Garrity's 17th reception of the year. He leads Penn State. Next closest one is Kenny Jackson with 14. 2nd down and 3 yards to go. Penn State near their own 31. They are in a wing to the left. Blackledge over the middle. Man, wide open is Warner. He's gone for a touchdown. Warner is gone. Forget it.
No flags. That was a beautiful call. That was an audible. And when we see it on the replay, you'll notice Todd Blackledge check off. Alabama thought he was going back out to Garrity. He swung Warner, circled him out of the backfield, and hit him wide open for the touchdown.
Warner started the play on the wing, and he cut right over the middle. That is Blackledge's 16th touchdown pass of the year. For Kurt Warner, it is his 14th reception, his 4th touchdown pass. Here comes the try for extra point. And a chance to tie up the ball game. Kick is good. We have got a tie ball game on our hands. What an absolutely electrifying start. Nick Gancitano was the man who kicked the extra point.
Let's take another look. You'll see Warner to the left of the screen. He just comes right out of the backfield from a slot. The linebacker lets him go. Lowe let him go for just 1 second. He's much too dangerous. He gets out in the open. Nobody's going to catch him. And this is a heck of a way to start a great football game, Stan. The defensive strategy is going to go back and forth all day. I've noticed so far, Alabama, known as a blitzing team, has not blitzed once. So he comes in wide open, right over the middle. He split the seam. The cornerback went up to play Garrity, created a vacancy. And when you get Kurt Warner out in front like that, nobody will catch him.
It will go officially as a 69-yard touchdown pass. And now, Penn State, Massimo Manco will kick off. There's a timeout in the action. The score, Penn State 7, Alabama 7.
You know, Stan, they'll be talking about
Number 1, Penn State won the toss, took the opening kickoff, but the Lions could not move. It's 4th down, and Penn State will punt. Number 2, after Alabama blocked a Penn State punt and moved for a touchdown, the Tide leads 7-0, and Penn State has the ball. Number 3, after Penn State tied the score 7-7 on a touchdown pass from Blackledge to Warner and the extra point by Manca, the Tide has the ball. I better do that one again later because it was Gancitano. Massimo Manca kicking the ball out of the end zone, and Alabama will take over, 1st down and 10 on their own 20.
You know, Stan, when people see a game like that, they say, boy, that Kurt Warner's great, and sure he is. But I mean, if there's a better quarterback in the country than Todd Blackledge right now, I got to see him. It's not only his passing, it's the way he's handling the team, his confidence, his checkoffs on the line of scrimmage. He really looks great.
First down and 10, Alabama. They'll start at their own 20. Walter Lewis, the quarterback, and they come out this time in the wishbone offense. Here's a pitch wide to Caruth to the right side. He's hit at the 21 and drives forward to the 23-yard line. Paul Caruth on the carry. Harry Hamilton, the hero, made the stop. Caruth, the junior, 6'1", 210, 142 yards gained coming in, 6.8 yards per carry, and that is a nice average, sir.
All the Alabama backs can really run with the football. Now, Penn State's going to give Alabama a little bit of their own medicine coming at them. They have bad field position.
All right, they break the wishbone this time, and Lewis rolls left. He's out of the pocket. One tackle is missed. He's all alone back there. Now he decides to run, and he steps out of bounds near the 21-yard line. But again, Penn State had great pressure but could not bring the man down.
You know, Stan, we saw this happen in a previous game against Maryland, and he got hurt. Now watch number 67, 70 Gattuso, and 67 Oakfar have him trapped. He's very elusive. Now you put your secondary in a bind right here. They did a great job staying with the receivers, forcing Lewis to go out of bounds.
Ofer was the man who actually exhibited the pressure. Walker Lee Ashley was there to clean up. Now Alabama has completed 52% of their third down conversions. However, it is now 3rd down and 9. That's a long way to go. Lewis, play fake and back to throw. He's got room to run. He can have the first down, but he's hit and dropped short of the first down at the 28-yard line. Boy, it opened up. Scott Radisick came in to finally make the stop, but Lewis is extremely dangerous.
But once again, Stan, Penn State's outside rushes, who have contained, must get a little deeper. They're coming in a little too shallow, enabling Lewis to get outside, really putting the secondary in a bind.
You talk about the kicking game. This fella here, Malcolm Simmons, a great kicker, a junior, 44.6-yard average on his punts. Back deep, Bow and Kenny Jackson. Bow will take. Oh, he fumbles, he picks it up, and he's knocked down at the 28-yard line.
That was a great punt.
That'll go as a 44-yard punt. Very little return, if any at all. But Penn State has their best field position of the ball game. Kevin Bow, coming into the game, was averaging 12 yards per return. So Penn State takes over, 1st down and 10 at their own 28, and indeed, it has been their best field position thus far. George, when Penn State is on defense, in order to contain Lewis, are they looking for those ends, not necessarily to rush directly, but kind of take a kind of a roundabout, circuitous way in there?
The proper word would be to box him in. You got to come in, square off, make sure he doesn't get outside, then apply the pressure. He's too quick, and if he gets outside here, he can either throw or run.
Cool. There's a timeout in the action. The score, Penn State 7, Alabama 7. Number 3, take 2. After Penn State tied the score 7-7 on a touchdown pass from Blackledge to Warner and the extra point by Gancitano, the Tide has the ball. First down and 10, Penn State at their own 28-yard line. Joel Coles in the backfield, and they give to Skeeter Nichols, and he's across the 35 and out near the 37. Free safety Rocky Colburn made the tackle, but not before Skeeter Nichols picks up 9.
It's amazing what one play can do. That particular time, Alabama thought they were going to throw. They loosened up the secondary, and Penn State found a big hole, made 9 yards on a draw play.
And if you're wondering why they are alternating backs, it is because it is extremely warm and humid here. 85 to 88, and again humid. 2nd down and 1, a down to play with if they so choose.
They might go to Jackson. He's got single coverage.
All right, Blackledge to throw. He's looking deep. Jackson is open. He dropped the ball. It was knocked out of his hands. Coming over on the play, Jeremiah Castile knocked it out of his hands, but just for the slightest of instances, Kenny Jackson had it.
Well, you can't throw the ball any better. Let's take a look. He lays it in there, but that was it. Who's that? Castile?
Jeremiah Castile.
Came over, made a great play, just got his hands on it.
The only play he could make, because otherwise it was a catch. Now we're going to go to a double tight end as Garrity and Jackson come out of there. 3rd down and a yard to go. Here is Mumford. He's got the first down on second effort at the 39-yard line. Tony Mumford stopped at the line of scrimmage, but pulled forward for 3 yards and a first down.
I don't think he knew he had it. It was one of those, I bumped the wrong hole, he slid to the outside. There's been 2 mistakes in this ball game, Stan, and they both led to touchdowns.
By the way, on the 69-yard touchdown pass to Kurt Warner, Todd Blackledge went over the 1,000-yard mark passing for this season. Now Kevin Bow is split to the right side. It is 1st down and 10, Penn State at their own 39. Tie ball game at 7. 7:19 to play in the first half. Here is Nichols trying to get outside. He does for 3. Mike Pitts, the left defensive end, playing off the blocker nicely, made the tackle. Mike Pitts is a large person.
Well, let's watch Pitts. He'll show you how to play defensive end right here. He takes on the tight end. Now watch him keep his lateral movement, good leverage on the ball carrier, fights to the outside, holds the plate at 3 yards. He drove Penn State nuts last year.
Well, he's driving them nuts so far this year. He's 6'5", 255, a senior, and you saw him beat the block of 2 players, including guard Dick McGinnis. 2nd down and 7, Penn State. Jackson motion near side. Blackledge, look out. He's hit and dropped on a sack back at the 28-yard line. Jackie Klein, the big defensive tackle, gets the sack. That is Alabama's 10th sack of the season. It'll be 3rd down and 21 yards to go.
Let's see if he can watch 24. Skeeter Nichols is wide open. Todd just did not catch him out of the corner of his left eye. Now he's looking deep for Jackson, trying to split the 2 free safeties. He's covered well, but Nichols was at the bottom of the screen, and in comes 98 Klein, the big tackle for the sack.
3rd down. Make it 15 yards to go. Blackledge to throw. He's got time. He fires, and it is caught out to the 40 by Nichols to the 41. The gain will be 7, but it'll still be 4th down and 8 yards to go. So the pass, a dump off, that's all that was open. And by the way, on the sack, give credit to the Alabama secondary because Blackledge really had the time to throw.
Well, they're mixing it up now. They're coming and one play, and the next play they're dropping off. And it's a real guessing game going on out there.
Here comes the punt. Let's see if he can get it away. Jack almost blocked. Jack Amaro gets a high one off to Gerald White at his 19. 25 and tripped up at the 28-yard line.
You know, Stan, I think Alabama thinks that Jack Amaro's taking too much time punting. He looked very slow that time, and maybe they feel they can put the heat on him. They got 1 block already and almost had another.
It's a 40-yard kick and a 9-yard return, so the net is 31 only, although he is kicking against a slight wind. 5:17 to play in the first quarter. Number 4. Following the Penn State touchdown to tie the score at 7-7, Alabama could not move. Punted, and Penn State has the ball. Number 5. After Penn State, number 5, take 2. After Penn State tied the score at 7, the teams exchanged punts, and Bama has the ball. Joe Paterno watching his team come from behind after the block punt and the Alabama touchdown. A 69-yard touchdown pass from Blackledge to Warner. 1st down Alabama, their own 28-yard line. This time they break the wishbone with a wing to the left. Now Carruth in motion. And here's the pitch out to Carruth. He almost drops it, but he comes across the 30 and out to the 34-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6. And the pitch was not really there, George, and he almost dropped it.
Well, it was a different formation. It had 2 wide outs, a slot man. They put the slot man in motion. But I noticed they got their great receiver, number 88, Bendros, lining up on down beyond the number 39, the defensive halfback from Penn State, who's not that tall of a defensive back.
Bendros, number 88, comes wide to the left. 2nd down and 4 yards to go. Motion other side. Give to the fullback Moore. Hit at the line of scrimmage and driven back. Dave Ofer, John Walter in on the tackle and a good solid hit. You heard the crack. Carmen Maschantonio make the stop. It is a gain of 1. It'll bring up 3rd down and 3 yards to go. Alabama, as you see, doing most of it on the ground, but the difference is here, George, they are throwing the ball and moving it well through the air. 36.3 points per game on offense. It is 3rd down and 3 yards to go. Again, they break the wishbone with the wing to the left side. Now they come motion with Carter. Here's Lewis to throw. Got room to run. He will run, and he's got the 1st down at the 41-yard line. Lewis again looking to pass, and apparently Penn State secondary doing a nice job. But Lewis can run. He is the leading rusher on Alabama's team. He picks up 5 and a 1st down.
Well, they wanted to go to Joe Jones, lined up with Biondi just for the 1st downs, a little curling. But Walter, the linebacker, the outside linebacker, had him trapped. He faked the pass, ducked around Walter, made the 1st down on his own.
Penn State substituting very, very freely. Bendros split wide left. He's the only man flanked on 1st down and 10. Lewis, play fake, look out. He throws and it is caught. Wide open. A little dump off past the fullback Ricky Moore. Roger Jackson made the tackle, but the gain is all the way down to the Penn State 41 and a gain of 19.
Great play by Lewis. Watch the pressure from the outside. I think it was Kelly, there's Walter. He got the ball off to Moore. That was a great play by the quarterback.
Ricky Moore averaging 5.3 yards per carry. That time used as a pass receiver. 1st down and 10, Alabama at the Penn State 41. There's the give inside of the fullback. Moore, he's wide open, 30 and down 25, fumble. No, they ruled he was down. They ruled he was down at the 26-yard line. That was his helmet, not the ball.
Well, Stan, that was a similar play as they ran before. This time Moore found the crack. Somebody ran right by him on the defensive line, and he was into that secondary. Let's take a look. Let's just watch to the right of the screen. Right there. Ofer just misses him. Hits his shoe tops. That takes it for a nice game.
That helmet came popping out of there. It was not the ball. My mistake. 1st down and 10. 1st down and 10 at the 26-yard line. In motion is Patrick. Lewis, pitch wide. But he is stopped at the 22-yard line. Good defensive play that time by Penn State. The gain is 4. It'll be 2nd and 6. Dave Paffenroth made the tackle.
But Penn State's a little slow coming up to play the pitch to the short side of the field. They got Robertson, the safety, number 32, playing that particular responsibility. He has to come up a little quicker.
Both teams substituting freely. Again, it is hot this afternoon. But then Bear Bryant has been known to do that. Jones left and Bendros to the right. 2 wide receivers split this time. Movement on the line of scrimmage. Hold it. There's flags all over the place. And I'm not sure who moved. I think it may have been Penn State. Let's wait for the call. Maybe an Alabama lineman raised up prematurely.
If the lineman raises his hands, it's a
motion Alabama, so that'll bring it back and nullify the gain on 1st down. It'll move it back about the 26.5, which will make it 2nd down and 10 yards to go. Lenny Patrick, they say, number 25, is perhaps the most talented Alabama running back, but he has run afoul of the law, Bryant's law, and you do not violate that or you do not play.
That's a no-no. Well, that was a big play for Alabama because now it's a 2nd and 11. Penn State can change their defensive strategy a bit, expect the pass or the screen.
For 2nd down and 10 yards, Alabama just outside the Penn State 26-yard line. They break the bone, receiver split either side, and a man is winged left. Penn State shifts on the defensive line. Motion, Patrick, Lewis over the middle, wide open. It is Bendros, and he's got the 1st down at the 11-yard line. And that's the guy who killed Penn State last year. Roger Jackson made the stop, but not before they pick up 15 and a 1st down.
We're seeing 2 great quarterbacks at work today. That was an audible by Lewis. He put his slot in motion, faked to the fullback Moore, who made that nice run, hit Bendros on a quick looking, almost took it in for a touchdown.
They are picking their spots well. First down and 10 just outside the Penn State 11-yard line. Lewis give to the halfback. It is Carter, and Carter gets inside the 10 and down to the 7-yard line. A gain of 4. It'll be second down and 6. Mark Robinson, the strong safety, along with Harry Hamilton, made the tackle. Second down and 6.
Well, Stan, when your safety is making all the tackles, you're in trouble on your defense. Somewhere along the line of scrimmage that they're finding too many big seams for the back to cut up into the secondary.
Bendros left, and the tight end, Grogan, is split to the right this time. Lewis to Patrick, hit and dropped at the 5-yard line. He picked his way for 2. That'll bring up third down and 3 at the 5. Paffenroth and Ashley making the tackle. And again, Penn State shuttling defensive linemen in and out of there.
Well, this is a different set. This is an eye slot, actually. They give the ball to Patrick. He hits his own man Carter, tries to turn up inside, gets it down close to a first down.
Under a minute to play in the first quarter. A tie ball game. Big play. There's the conversion rate. 52% on third downs. They are 0 for 1 today. Third down and 3. Lewis giving off to Carter. He's got the first down near the 1-yard line. Making Ricky Moore. Ricky Moore pounds for 4 yards and a first down and goal at the 1-yard line.
Well, they read that. Now watch it. Watch the quarterback's head. He's reading where the defensive tackle is. He saw a slot, gave it to his fullback for the first down.
Well, that was a big play.
Again, let's watch this. Penn State gets in the gaps, into the seams. Good block on Gattuso. Moore gets 3 yards. Big first down.
Gattuso was stood up on the play. They take a measurement, but he had it by plenty. So now it is first down and goal, and Alabama threatens to run it again. They started this drive at their own 28-yard line, so it would be a 72-yard drive. Now again, let's see who Bear Bryant goes within the backfield. He does not have his big touchdown man, Turner, in the game. Turner has rushed for 7 touchdowns, but they've got Moore, who has done yeoman's work here in this drive, in at fullback. First down and goal from the 1-yard line in the wishbone.
There's a flag on the play.
And I don't know what that could possibly be. Delay of game?
Oh, boy.
Boy, is that a big play. Now, I wonder if they started counting on the 25-second clock before they got the change mark. There's only 5 seconds to play in the first quarter. So the way it looks right now, they're not going to get it off. And
if that be the case, that's a tremendous break for Penn State.
well, let's hear what the official has to say here. He'll announce to us. Delay of game against Alabama, so that makes it first and goal from the 6. And Bear Bryant wonders, how could that possibly happen? But it did.
It's a big difference when you're on the 1-yard line and when you're on the 6. That's 6 tough yards to make.
Well, it certainly changes their strategy, presumably, on what they will do on first down.
Well, I think they'll come back to the option or a play action pass.
Bendros goes wide to the right. Now again. Now that's the end of the first quarter. So they'll go to the other end of the field. That's the end of the first quarter action. The score, Penn State 7, Alabama 7. We'll be back right after this. There was no further scoring, and the first quarter ended with the score, Penn State 7, Alabama 7. We'll be back right after this. We're back with the second quarter action with Penn State in control of the football. We're back with second quarter action with Alabama in control of the football. Beginning of the second quarter. Alabama, first down and goal at the 6-yard line. You know, George, you talk about the first touchdown, of course, was set up by the block punt, but if you are watching the Penn State defense, as you look at the first quarter statistics, and Alabama got most of those on this drive, they have really driven the ball.
You're absolutely right. They've only hit one pass. That was to the fullback over the middle, and they've run the ball, the thing that Penn State has to stop. Conversely, though, Penn State has dropped 2 key passes. Now, it could be the humidity. In a hot day like today, the hands get moist, and it's tough for the receivers to hold on to the ball. But Alabama has done the thing they want to do, run the ball at Penn State.
And the passes have been controlled passes. They have not looked to go deep, has Alabama. First down and goal, Alabama at the 6-yard line. In the wishbone, Lewis looking, throwing in the end zone, overthrown and incomplete. He was looking for Bendros.
You know, sometimes you just can guess up here they're going to, you know, go to a particular individual because they've been lying Bendros on Biondi all day. And when you get down there, the guy who's got 7 inches on Biondi in height has a tremendous advantage.
Just looking for that lob pass in the corner. Joey Jones comes in with a play. He is the other split out.
And he's just as dangerous.
Yes, he is. Bendros averaging 24 yards a catch. Jones averaging 21 a catch. Patrick in motion. Lewis looking, throwing, touchdown, Alabama. Joe Carter with a touchdown, and Alabama has moved ahead on the touchdown pass 6 yards from Lewis to Carter.
Well, this is a rollout action. Now, we know Lewis can pass or run off it. You'll see Carter slip out of the backfield into the flat, and the linebacker did not get out there to pick him up. Touchdown, Alabama.
Peter Kim, that is his 39th straight extra point, and Alabama once again on top by 7 points.
Let's take another look at it, Stan. Now, let's see if we can see Carter. All right, he was lined up in that slot formation. You see he's wide open. There should be a linebacker on him. That's broken coverage. Touchdown, Alabama. Once again, got a little heat from Radisic. The fullback made a good block on the corner. Nobody there to cover him. Touchdown.
Ken Kelly went with Winnie Patrick out of the backfield. It was in motion, and of course that left Carter all alone. And obviously the Alabama passing attack has picked up a great deal of sophistication. They've had the great wide receivers. We saw that last year, but now they are throwing to their backs.
Well, if you look back in the history of Alabama's history, in the big games, everybody thinks all you can do is run. They win the big games with the pass.
There's a timeout in the action. The score, Alabama 14, Penn State 7. We'll be back right after this. Number 6. After Alabama moved for a touchdown to take a 14-7 lead, Penn State has the ball.
Penn State.
72 yards in 12 plays, taking nearly 5.5 minutes. Lewis to Carter, a 6-yard touchdown pass. Alabama has regained the lead. Terry Sanders, number 2, will kick it off for Alabama. Kevin Bow and Tony Mumford back deep. The ball comes to Mumford, 4 yards deep, and he almost came out. Now he decides better as Kevin Bow offers some consultation, advises him better, and they'll take over on the touchback.
Bow almost tackled him to keep him in there, which you now can do that. But that's a little maturity on Bow's part. He had no place to go.
Let's see if Joe Paterno comes back with Jonathan Williams and Kurt Warner. They did not play in some of the series. They're trying to alternate. Dave Lau, by the way, is starting at right guard. You see him in there now, number 60. Williams and Warner come out in the I backfield. First down and 10, Penn State at their own 20, early in the second quarter. Blackledge to throw on first down. He's looking over the middle, got a man, Garrity, and it is incomplete. Had him, but on the hit, knocked it loose. It would have been a first down. Stan Gay, left corner, number 28, made the hit and forced Garrity to give it up.
But this is a normal type of reception. They faked the Warner. He's got plenty of times, a good call. Now watch Garrity, left to right. Now the ball is there. Usually he'll make this catch. He's got it right on his chest. It slips out. I wonder if the wetness from the humidity is bothering the receiver.
Actually, it was not the hit. He just dropped the ball. And that doesn't happen very often to Greg Garrity. Now it is second down and 10. Play fake. There's a rush on it. It's a screen. Williams looking for a block. 25 near the first down at the 30. Let's see where they mark it. And it looks like right now they're going to spot it just over the 30, and that would give Penn State a first down and get them out of that hole.
Well, that was an excellent call. They caught Alabama in the blitz. It was a screen play. He's always good against the blitz. Let's watch it. And that is excellent ball handling. A good fake by Kurt Warner inside. Here comes Klein and Edwards, the tackles. They dump it over to Jonathan Williams. Two blockers out in front.
It is a first down. Penn State at the 30-yard line. Once again in the I, Jackson left and Garrity right. Long count. Blackledge in the flat, caught by Garrity. Came down with 1 foot. It'll be a 5-yard gain at the 35. Garrity catching the ball with his back to the defender. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Well, that's good football. Take what they give you. Take what they give you. Watch him drag his feet, but watch just a quick out. The halfback is playing off. Why not? Throw it out there. It's the easiest 5 yards you can make.
It'll be 2nd and 5 on the reception by Garrity, his second of the afternoon. Jackson left. This time they'll come out of that wing with Kurt Warner wing to the right side on 2nd and 5. Williams outside, got the first down across the 40 and knocked out of bounds across the 42. Steve Brooker, linebacker, ran him out of bounds, but not before John Williams picks up 7+ yards and another Penn State first down.
And he does it on his own ability. Watch the speed. They have it boxed in here. Number 98, Klein had him, turns it to the outside.
Penn State obviously feels, George, they can get outside because they have done.
And Alabama, Stan, has not been stunning, which they are known to do. They've been playing them heads up.
First down and 10, Penn State at the 42. 2 consecutive first downs. Play fake. Blackledge with time. He's hit. He gets it off to Williams. It is incomplete. Steve Brooker, the linebacker, was on coverage. At that time, Blackledge was going down as he threw it. He did avoid the loss. It's an incompletion, 2nd and 10.
Oh, it's easy for me to say up here, but he did not see that. You see McCloskey to the top of his screen. He does not see him, the tight end, coming across. He got rid of the ball, prevented the loss. Heads up football.
Well, an incompletion and a smart play. 2nd down, 10. Early in the second quarter, Alabama leads Penn State 14-7. Now McCloskey goes to the right side as they line up in a pro slot left. Here's the blitz. It's a little flip out, and Warner was not ready for it. Linebacker Eddie Lowe was standing in his face, but Warner did not look back for the ball. The rush was put on by Russ Wood.
Well, that's Kurt Warner's fault. The way that play goes, they got 2 wide receivers. Now, if the linebackers drop off, he's going to get the ball. He didn't even look for it.
Blackledge, 7 out of 11 for 113 yards and 1 touchdown.
And 3 balls were actually dropped, Stan. I mean,
right.
He's been right on the target.
3rd down and 10. And, of course, this is where Alabama likes to get you. 3rd and long. Blackledge, he's got Jackson open, and he's got the ball at the 44-yard line. What a catch by Kenny Jackson. Gay tackled him, but what a great catch by Kenny Jackson.
Well, Stan, you drop the easy ones, and then he comes back and makes a great catch. Watch this. He'll be coming right to left. I mean, the ball is really wet with humidity. Gets way up there. Great jumping ability. Gets hit in his back. Let's take another look on it in isolation. Watch this cut. Watch this jump. Great reception.
Well, is that a pro reception? Joel Cole's in the backfield with Warner. Warner's got the ball up the middle, down to the 41-yard line. Straight ahead dive, closer to the 40, a gain of 4. Mike Rodriguez Eddie Lowe in on the tackle. You know, one thing about a long sustained drive here, George, is that it would give Penn State's defense a rest.
That's a good point. But would you realize there's been that much excitement in the game? It's got 12:58 left in the second quarter.
Seems like this is the sixth quarter of the Penn State-Nebraska game. Just an absolute continuation. They give Warner 4 and make it 2nd down and 6. Blackledge throwing. It is incomplete, underthrown for Kenny Jackson. Tommy Wilcox, the strong safety on the coverage. Actually, it was good that it was underthrown. It may have been intercepted otherwise.
A little breakdown in the timing on that particular play. That was a double out. Both receivers on one side ran out patterns at different lengths.
We want to remind you that announcers on this telecast are contracted and paid for by Total Communication Systems, and any rebroadcast, reproduction, or other use of the accounts of the game without the express written consent of Total Communication Systems is prohibited. 3rd down and 6 yards to go. Coles is out. Williams back in. Blackledge to throw. Looking, man open. It is incomplete, almost intercepted. Nice play by Jeremiah Castile, who cut in front of Greg Garrity, who broke open on the slant, and that'll bring up a punt.
That was good defense, Stan. You can see this. They got double coverage on it. They were looking for Garrity. Watch the outside-inside coverage. Right here, you see Castile get into the front, comes over here. Almost an interception.
Sure was. Gerald White, averaging over 12 yards per return, will accept the kick from Giacomero. He's looking for the sideline. He bounces it at the 2 and into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. It's a 40-yard kick, no return. But Alabama will take over on the touchback. 1st down and 10 yards to go. They lead it 14-7.
And you know, Stan, for a wishbone team, that ball hasn't been on the ground. And if you're going to beat a good wishbone team, you got to cause some fumbles.
Well, Alabama thus far this season, uncharacteristically, has had some problems. They've turned it over 14 times, 10 of those on fumble. That's 2.5 per game. There's a timeout in the action. The score, Alabama 14, Penn State 7. Like to see him throw to McCloskey once.
Tight end.
Number 7. Following Alabama's touchdown to give the Tide a 14-7 lead, Penn State moved to Bama territory but stalled. Penn State punted and Alabama has the ball.
I was going to say the tight end, when they put the 2 receivers out here, they're overplaying that. They could run that tight end and break them right up over the middle if they don't. They got to hold on to the ball. Or can't, every time you drop one, that play to Jackson turned the darn thing around.
Yeah. 12:26 to play in the half. Alabama comes out. 1st down and 10 at their own 20. Motion. Here's Lewis. He's being rushed by Hines. He throws and it is caught on a nice catch at the 26-yard line. Nice grab coming out of the backfield by Don Horsted, a sophomore.
And Penn State had a blitz on. They smelled that particular play, and he still got the ball off. He's a terrific athlete, this is young fellow Lewis.
Boy, Bear Bryant just runs him in and out of there. Horsted is listed as a 3rd-team guy, and they just keep firing him out of there. Craig Turner is the fullback. 2nd down and 4. Here's Lewis keeping, looking to throw it back against the action to Turner. He's out crossed near the 30 and maybe has the 1st down. How about that for a play?
Well, that was a throwback screen. Penn State smelled it, though. It wasn't played too badly. He just got enough for the 1st down. But at that time, they're in an unbalanced line, actually. They got an extra man to the wide side of the field. Now they screen back here off to turn to number 44. Now, it's not badly played. He jumped for the 1st down.
Roger Jackson made him hurdle just over the 30 for the 1st down. Here's to give to Horsted. Ooh, he's hit hard at the 32-yard line. Good solid shot turned in by Penn State, and Walker Lee Ashley The gain is a couple. 2nd down and 8.
This is what Penn State must do. They must stop their running game on 1st and 2nd down. Ashley plays off into the inside, sets him up for Radisson.
The guy he's going against, 93 Scott Holman, the tight end, is 6'7" and 275 pounds, if you can believe that. Lewis pitching out. In trouble is Patrick, and he's dropped for a loss at the 31-yard line. What a shot delivered by Walker Lee Ashley. It'll be 3rd down and 9.
What we're going to see is, I think Roger Jackson is the guy that finished him off. Ashley made it possible, forcing him to kind of get off his feet.
Holman, the tight end, is split to the right. In motion is Patrick. Lewis on a blitz. It's inside to Horsted. He's got a block. He's got the 1st down. Across the 40 and near the 41. They had a chance to stop him before he got the 1st down, but they could not bring him down. The gain is 11. Biondi brought him down, but it's a 1st down.
It's a beautiful
Alabama.
play. It's an option play. Watch this pitch back. Now watch this. They put him in motion. Now watch Lewis throw back to the inside from the other back coming around. Horsted gets a couple of good blocks and makes the 1st down. That's good football.
That's like the Dallas Cowboys use sometime, that shovel pass. 1st down and 10. What a big play that was. You don't like teams to convert on 3rd and 10 if you're the defense. Here's Lewis, hit in the backfield, breaks loose, and Patrick is dropped, but he gets a yard out of it, and a heck of a run by Lenny Patrick. Brian McCann finally brought him down, and again, Penn State substituting. Mark Fruhan is in there.
But they're punishing Alabama right now. Let's watch this. He gets hit, Patrick, right here in the backfield. Does a great job to make a yard run out of it. He got hit by 4 white shirts.
Good shot, and McCann, who was in there for Harry Hamilton, made the tackle. And again, 2nd teamers in there because it is extremely hot down on the field. It'll be 2nd down and 9, Alabama at their own 41. Here's a pitch, and there's a fumble, and Alabama, Patrick will run it out of bounds at the 36-yard line. He did the only thing that he could do. He didn't try to pick it up and turn upfield, just went out of bounds. So the loss will be 5. It'll be 3rd down and 15.
Stan, you earlier mentioned about Alabama's great ability to convert on 3rd down, and they've been doing it today. And when you let a team make the 3rd down play, especially if it's 3rd and more than 5, you're going to end up in big trouble. Now here they are in another 3rd down situation. Let's see what happens.
Alabama, by the way, going with their 2nd string offensive line. It is 3rd down and 15. Wing left as Lewis to throw. There's a blitz on. They've got him, but he falls down. And that should be, and the referee is reaching for his flag, and he throws it. Intentional grounding. That'll be a penalty and loss of down. The referee was looking for it, and he just couldn't get it out of his pocket.
Well, Walter Ashley gave him a couple of hints there. He was going to reach, and Ashley turned around. Let's see if you can see this. They got the blitz on. Radisson comes. Pavenrath comes. Now that's Ashley. He's got him by the leg. Now this is the first mistake Lewis has made. He grounded the football. And Walter Ashley had a little debate with the official and won.
Now obviously it would have been 4th down anyway. But the idea here is, of course, that you gain 15 yards in field position. So now Simmons will have to stand at his own 4, get it away from about the 7. Jackson and Bow stand at their own 35-yard line. No rush. Simmons gets it away, and it is a boomer. Bow at his own 30. Doubles back. Ooh, he's hit and dropped at the 35. Special teams come into play again. What a punt. That time, the punt will go 51 yards with a 5-yard return.
It seemed like it went into a 2nd jettison. After about 35, it took off again. What a kick.
Well, he's averaging 44.6 per punt, so thus far, 2 things. The block punt, obviously. The second thing, Giacomero's inability to kick the ball out of bounds on the last Penn State possession. We're not seeing, well, hold on. There's a timeout in the action. The score, Alabama 14, Penn State 7. Number 8. Number 8, take 2. Following Alabama's touchdown to give the Tide a 14-7 lead, the teams have exchanged punts and Penn State has the ball.
This is Kevin Bauer. Now let's watch this. This is great coverage. He's lucky to even be able to pick up 4 or 5. Almost had his head taken off.
Well, the guy making the tackle was Danny Holcomb, who was a reserve offensive guard. And, you know, on a punt like that high.
Stan, I think they got to go to Jackson on 1st and 2nd down. That's the only time he's getting any kind of single coverage.
1st down and 10, Penn State, their own 36-yard line. High backfield. Blackledge looking. He's hit, and it's incomplete. And a flag on the play. We may have roughing the passer. We may have roughing the passer. Danny Edwards talking it over with the official. He was hit while he threw, but I think he may have been hit after he threw the ball. Let's wait and see.
I think Todd's claiming face mask. Let's see. Right there. Well, he thought he got hit in the face mask.
And now it looks like it's going to go against Penn State. Fans began to cheer. The wisest thing to do here is wait.
They come right back and call grounding again.
Oh, that's an awful
excellent
call.
coverage.
How can he call grounding? Look, he's in the motion before he gets hit.
There's a receiver there, 81. I don't.
Well, the thing about it is, no.
Illegal motion against the white team declined. It'll be 2nd down.
See that? We started to jump on the referee before we should.
Well, I disagree because he's talking about Kurt Warner on a swing pattern out there, and he could a halfback can go in motion before the ball is snapped as long as he's running lateral.
Hey, you look, see what it's like through the helmet. It's a lot more difficult. There's a big red shirt standing in front of you. 2nd down and 10. There's the pitch wide. It is Skeeter Nichols across the 40 and out near the 41-yard line. Give him a gain of 6. It'll be 3rd down and a long 4. Anthony Smiley, reserve defensive end, a junior at 6'1" and 215, makes the tackle. Alabama, George, uses one big defensive end in either Pitts or King and one quick defensive end, Wood or Smiley.
Well, the big end plays the strong side, the other guy plays the weak side. Sometimes we'll get into pass coverage in the secondary.
3rd down and a short 5 for Penn State. It's important they convert and get a drive going. Motion is Jackson to the near side. Blackledge throws, overthrown, incomplete. Intended for Kenny Jackson and not a well-thrown ball. It'll be 4th down, and it'll force Penn State to kick.
And that's the first time in a long time his protection broke down. Let's watch. He gets a lot of heat from the inside. He's starting to rush the ball a little bit. That's number 96, Edwards, got up there.
Well, Alabama's been using twin safeties all year, but for this game, they only have one man back, Gerald White. They may try another block. Here's Giacomero. It's off a line drive kick back to the 12-yard line.
Holding him up.
Here comes White. He's hit and he is dropped at the 23-yard line. So the kick by Ralph Giacomero goes for 48 yards. The return is 11 to the 23. It'll be 1st down and 10 as we have a Penn State player down on the field. 1st down and 10 Alabama at their own 23. 8:27 to play. The Crimson Tide leading Penn State 14-7. Well, as you see that, there's no question about that Alabama really took control of last year's game in the last 6 minutes of the first half. We have 8:27 to go here, but as long as Penn State's hanging in, George, at 14-7, but you don't want to go in 21-7.
Yeah, of course, Stan. But, I think, Penn State seems to be gaining some momentum on defense. They've stopped Alabama the last 2 or 3 possessions when they had the ball. Now, they got to get their offense a little bit more in groove right now. They're going a little bit too much to the pass, and they let Alabama to do the things that we said that Alabama wants to do, get you into 2nd and long and 3rd and long situations, and then play pass defense, which they did, and stop Penn State's drive here. But probably this game is going to be won in the last quarter. It's terribly hot out there, and conditioning is awfully important.
Stu McMahon is the man being helped off. He just had the wind knocked out of him the way they were checking him. Number 9. After Alabama's touchdown for a 14-7 lead, the teams have exchanged punts, and Alabama has the ball. First down, 10 Alabama at their own 23. Joey Jones splits wide to the right side. And Coley is the quarterback. Caruth, he can throw the ball. He throws it deep, and it is intercepted by Mark Robinson. 40, 45, 50, 45, 40, and he's hit, and he is dropped at the 35-yard line. Paul Caruth, the halfback, and it's said in the scouting report, he likes to throw it. He did. It was not a good pass. Beyond he had coverage. Robinson intercepted.
That was one too many tricks the Bear pulled out of the bag. It wasn't a good time to do that. They've been controlling Penn State. The ball is hard to throw because of the humidity. Caruth does not get a good pass off. Robinson smells it from his safety position. Now watch him move out in front, and he can run pretty good with that football when he gets his hands on it.
First down and 10. The Nittany Lions at the Alabama 35-yard line. Blackledge to throw on first down. It's a screen to Warner. To the 30, and inside the 30 to the 29. He would have had a whole lot of room, but Pete Sparrows missed the block on Eddie Lowe.
Let's take a look at this. There's Robinson again. I said he knows what to do with the ball when he gets his hands on it. He's got good movement. Finds an alleyway up in the inside. For a minute, we thought he was going to take it all away.
It's Robinson's second interception. He made a nice return, and Mark got a pop on the chin, as you can see, opened up a gash on the hit, and he was poleaxed. Second down and 4. Penn State at the 29. Warner cuts inside, now goes outside, and is very near that first down. And from where they mark it, I believe he's got it. Russ Wood, the defensive end, on the short side, pushed him out of bounds. And from where they mark the ball, George, he's got that first down. Kurt picks up 4 and a first.
And a nice little adjustment for Penn State's offense. Now, that time they went out, the outside linebacker went out to double on Garrity, expecting pass. They checked off, ran the quick pitch to Warner. He got around the corner, made the first down.
Ball smack dab on the Alabama 25-yard line. 7:23 to play, first half. Alabama leading. Kurt Warner averaging over 4 yards per carry on the season. Garrity left and Kenny Jackson right. Warner inside, 20, a flag is down though. It's an 11-yard game, but a flag is down at the line of scrimmage, and Penn State is marching backwards. Boy, does that hurt. You finally get some yards up the middle and you get it called back on you.
Well, let's take a look. I think it's on the right side. Somebody away from the play. A little lead play. Got a beautiful block by Loeb. Can't see who did the holding. That's a tough thing to happen when you make a nice gain like that deep in your opponent's territory. But I still think the key man to this in Penn State's offense has got to be Kenny Jackson. They got to get the ball to him deep on either first or second down because Alabama is single covering. Let's take a look at it and see who we can if we can pick up where the hold is. That's Loeb coming around. Good block from the center. Williams is leading up. I do not see where the hold was.
I'm going to guess Battaglia. I'm not so sure that he did, but I think that's where they were looking. First down and 20 at the Alabama 35, and Blackledge will throw. Looking, short side screen. He's got Warner, but not for much. The 31-yard line. Alabama's defense read it extremely well. The gain will be 4. It'll be second down and 16 yards to go.
A lot of guessing going on out there. They guessed right that time. They expected a screen. It was a long situation requiring a pass. This is excellent defense. We'll see it to the right of our screen. As Edwards dropping off right here. Plays off the outside blocker, comes back in on Warner.
Russ Wood. The Alabama's defensive line playing a strong ball game. Second down and 16 at the Alabama 31. In the wing, Blackledge, look out, he's being blitzed. He throws over the middle. It is intercepted. Tommy Wilcox, or check that. It was not Wilcox.
He forced the ball, Stan. First big mistake by Todd in a long time. Actually, he had the other back coming out on the other side, open. It's a check off. They got 4 receivers into the pattern. He tries to force the ball to Warner. There was too much coverage over there. And number 33, Coburn, made the interception. They had undercover there by Lowe, and Coburn comes from the outside over the right shoulder and makes the interception.
Rocky Colburn with the interception. A sophomore free safety. And Penn State blows a chance. First down and 10, Alabama at their own 18-yard line. Motion. Lewis off to the fullback. Gain is across the 20 to the 21-yard line. It'll be a gain of 3 and make it 2nd down and 7. Ricky Moore, the starting fullback, picks up the 3. It'll be 2nd down and 7. And Blackledge, really for the first time this season, George, has forced the ball, although on the last play he really was rushed hard from the outside. But
he still forced it. You know, he's kind of looking for some people right now for a big play rather than take 5, 10, or 8 and 12. You got plenty of time in a ball game. You got the whole second half.
2nd down and 7, Alabama. Here's Lewis keeping, cuts inside. He's hit and he's dropped at the line of scrimmage. Nice defensive play by hero Harry Hamilton. And that'll force Alabama into 3rd and long and 3rd and 7.
And it's kind of settled down to a defensive game at this particular moment. Both teams' offenses have been stalled by the other team's defense.
Walter Lewis, leading rusher, and was completing 67% of his passes coming into the game. Here's a big play for field position. There's only 5 minutes to play in the half. 3rd down and 7 yards to go. Lewis, he's got the first down. 35 out to the 38-yard line. And just really not even a great run because it was wide open, and you wonder where was Penn State's defense.
Penn State went too much for the coverage on the pass, and they picked it up. Now watch him come around the corner. There's nobody there on the quarterback. The outside man came up on the pitch man, and Lewis made that big 3rd down play for Alabama again. They're great at it.
3rd down and 7, they convert, and that really kills you.
Along with that run.
And again, Penn State is going with a lot of second-team people in there. They're at the 39-yard line. Motion near side as Lewis goes back to throw. He's going to run again. Unbelievable. He's got another first down at the 49-yard line. Harry Hamilton finally made the tackle, but again, people are missing tackles, and Lewis is cutting it up.
Well, when he sprints out like that, he stretches the defense. Now, Pavenroth had a shot at him, filling from the inside here. So he sees that, he sees the coverage, he drops off, finds a seam, tries to run. Pavenroth tries to get him from the heel, but not quickly enough.
Carmen Masciantonio, it looked like, had the contained responsibility and was caught downfield because Penn State has now made massive substitutions defensively. It is a first down and a gain of 10. First down and 10, Alabama at their own 49-yard line. 3:55 to play in the half. Here's Lewis in the shovel pass to Horsted. Gets outside, 45, 40, and knocked out of bounds at the Penn State 38-yard line. They use the shovel pass again. And Bear Bryant has brought everything out of the lineup. Mike Suter made the tackle. He is in there for Mark Robinson, but the gain is good for 13 yards and a first down.
The important thing is they're making the play selection at the right time. They're catching Penn State in the wrong defenses. Now, Penn State did this at the end of the first half. Last year, they played the run right down to the end, and they got hurt with the pass. This year, they're playing the pass.
First down and 10, Alabama, this time at the 39-yard line. They started the drive at their own 18. Here's a give off to the fullback. Moore, he's got big room. The 30, the 25, and down to the 24-yard line. And Alabama is eating Penn State alive. Roger Jackson made the tackle, but all the tackles are being made by secondary personnel.
Well, at this time in the game, just with a whole half to go, I'd call timeout, try to break their rhythm, momentum. Now see, he finds that gap. The Tuzo's a little late coming over there, and you got a 230-pound fullback. They're lucky he didn't go all the way.
First down and 10. They just picked up 4 consecutive first downs. Lewis keeping. He's got room. He's inside the 15 to the 14 and close to another Alabama first down. I'm telling you, they have 5 straight first downs.
And most of them are to the short side of the field. They're catching Penn State. They must see it's an overshift. They fake to Moore this time. He comes around. Patrick tries to put a block on the corner man. Lewis follows up inside. Pavenroth's too late.
Paffenroth made the tackle. That is 5 consecutive first downs on 5 consecutive plays for Alabama. They have not had a second down since they picked up the initial first down. They are at the Penn State 14-yard line. First down and 10. Here's Lewis again. This time he's hit and he only gets about 3 to the 11. Mike Suter made the tackle. It'll be 2nd and 7. And I'm wondering if Penn State's going to go with an all first-team unit because if Alabama scores here, especially after Penn State was driving, it's going to be serious trouble in the second half.
Well, they better watch for that play where they sneak the back out in the flat, they flood the area. They got 1 touchdown on it. Nobody even covered the man.
Of course, I think Suter's in there because Mark Robinson has the cut on the chin. This time they break that wishbone. 2nd down and 7. Here's the give to Patrick. 5, touchdown Alabama.
They caught Gattuso, and you can see it on the screen. He jumped out of position. That's a beautiful drive.
82-yard drive, and it did not take them a long time to get there. They just absolutely shredded Penn State, just tore them up. Peter Kim will attempt the extra point. He's 2 for 2 on the day. He has hit on 39 straight. Kick is good. And Alabama has their biggest lead of the day, 14 points at 21-7.
And you're going to need a drastic turnaround if Penn State's going to have any chance in this football game. Now watch Gattuso move. Gattuso move from left to right. 2 men are out of position. There's no fill by the linebacker, Puz. And Patrick bowls into the end zone.
And how about that Alabama offensive line? Boy, did they do some kind of a job. That was absolutely brilliant offensive line play. Because by the time that Alabama got the first down, the initial, they started at the 18. They got the ball to the 29. They did not face but 1 second down. And that was on the touchdown run, 11 yards by Patrick.
And you better believe that was an adjustment because Penn State had stopped them 3 or 4 series in a row with a certain type of defense. Somebody picked it up and they attacked the weakness of that defense, which was to the short side of the field, and took them right down for a touchdown, a big touchdown.
Number 10. Following Penn State's interception by Mark Robinson, the Lions have the ball. Number 11. After Alabama intercepted a Penn State pass and moved for a touchdown to take a 21-7 lead, Penn State has the ball. Mumford and Bow awaiting the kick from Sanders. That was a 14-point turnaround, and the big play in the drive, you see, they call it 81 yards and 9 plays. The big play in the drive, I think, was the holding penalty on Penn State.
Well, they didn't get their first down, they turned the ball over.
They're kicking away intentionally from Bow, but he'll get it at the 6. And he is hammered at the 27, 28-yard line. Boy, did Bow take a lick there. 2:16 to play in the half. And Penn State finds themselves down by 14 points, and as we mentioned, last year in the last 6 minutes of the first half, Alabama just took the game away from Penn State. You wonder if it may not have happened again.
It's almost a repeat, but last year they did it with the pass. This year they're doing it with the run.
Penn State at their own 28-yard line. First down and 10. They need to reestablish some sort of momentum. Ooh, almost a fumble as he hands off inside. It was a delayed draw to Warner. And the exchange was not there. No gain. Second down and 10.
They better settle down. Kurt Warner jumped the gun on that a little bit. He never let it set up. And actually, Blackledge was not ready. Watch. He's trying to hand off. He got there too quick.
Back to live action. Blackledge is intercepted. It is intercepted by Smiley. He's the 30 and inside the 25 to the 23-yard line. And Alabama is set to blow Penn State out of here with a 1st and 10 at the Penn State 23.
Shades of last year. Now that was, again, he forced this ball. He's got to settle down.
Well, Penn State went to the 2-minute offense. They didn't huddle. After the delayed draw on a Warner, they did not huddle. They went right to the line of scrimmage, and now Alabama's in position to really blow this thing open. They're at the 24, first down and 10 yards to go. Lewis scrambles. He throws in the end zone. Intercepted, Penn State. Oh, what a big play for the Nittany Lions. Coming down is Mike Suter with the interception. Oh, brother.
Well, that time Lewis returned the favor. That was not a good play by Lewis. They got the heat on him. He threw that up for grabs, hoping for another quick touchdown. Suter, number 35, will come in front of Jones here and make the interception. That was a big break for Penn State. Now, yeah, Joe Paterno's just got to tell his players, hey, we got a whole second half here. Anything can happen. We get a break or two. Just settle down. Don't try to get it back all at once.
1:35 to play in the half. Alabama leads at 21-7. And with that 1:35, or 39 rather, to play, I'm wondering if you don't try to grind out a first down here and just...
Well, I was hoping they'd try to get 3 even, you know what I mean?
Here's the draw play to Williams, gets outside. He's to the 30, and he's knocked out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big run by John Williams. Jeremiah Castile ran him out of bounds, but not before Williams picks up 15 and a very, very big first down.
You know, Stan, as I said, if they could even get 3 here, it would give them a lot of pep and momentum coming out in the second half.
Well, the turnaround in this game came. Teams are even in turnovers, but they certainly have hurt Penn State more. And, of course, that, talking about the block kick, that is not even included, which set up an Alabama touchdown. First down and 10 yards to go, Penn State at their own 35. Warner on the counter. Outside, picks up 3 to the 38-yard line. Gets out of bounds. Mike Pitts ran him out of bounds. And boy, those Alabama defensive ends are so active. They get out to the flat and really make the play on the sideline.
Well, they're not going to let Kurt Warner get outside with a minute and 23 seconds to go before the half. They know what he can do, and they're really keying on him now. They are giving Penn State something over the middle as far as the pass, but not something deep, something in the medium zones.
Joe Paterno ranking 3rd among coaches, active coaches. I don't have to tell you who the leader is. He's on the other sideline. Second down and 7, Penn State. Too much time on Penn State. And instead of a chance on 2nd and 7, it'll be 2nd down and 12. It was a draw to Williams, and obviously they've made up their mind to keep the ball on the ground as Paterno talks to Kevin Bow. He's been shuttling Bow and Kenny Jackson in with plays, and Bow comes in with another one. So 2nd and 12. Still 1:23 to play in the half.
I really think they wanted to go to Jackson, and Alabama showed double coverage. Then one of the defenders came back in, and that upset Todd Blackledge, and he didn't get the play off.
Well, let's see what they do here. If they indeed try to grind it out, or if they will go to the air on 2nd down and 12. They're in a wing, and here it is. Williams out to the 39-yard line. Eddie Lowe, the linebacker, makes the tackle. The gain is to the 39. It'll bring up 3rd down and 6. The gain is 6. The Alabama defense is awfully quick, George. I mean, they're just catching up with great backs.
They're very, very quick. Now, this is a good call. You know, Williams can break it at any time, but what happens when you get this particular situation, Alabama's defense is dictating what, what Penn State can do. They're not going to give them anything easy. So you're going to get short runs or short passes, and they're going to try to keep the ball in the boundaries.
Well, this is interesting because Penn State has kept the ball on the ground, and yet they have called timeout on 3rd down and 6. So apparently, by the mere fact they've called timeout, they would like to get some points here.
Well, they might have a play, that they feel they were going to hold to later. They might as well pull it out of the bag now that could get them into some scoring position because they do need points.
In case you're wondering, Alabama will get the kickoff in the second half. Certainly, if you're going to have a chance in this football game, you have got to keep the margin at 14 points. If it gets up to 21, then you're playing catch-up, and then you're in trouble because you can't surprise anybody with a pass.
When you're a big play team like Penn State, the 14 is certainly not insurmountable, but you have to dictate what you want the defense to, what defense you want to see, and not vice versa.
3rd down and 6 at the 39. Blackledge with time. He's got his man. It is caught by McCloskey for a first down near the 82-yard line. There's a big reception. The first one of the day for McCloskey, is 12th on the year. Wilcox makes the tackle, and Penn State will line up at the line of scrimmage. No huddle. 1:06 to play. Penn State has 2 timeouts left, and they are at their own 47-yard line. Alabama, the pass complete in the flat into Alabama territory to the 40-yard line. It is Joel Coles with a reception. And so that's a nice 13-yard gain for Penn State. The clock will stop again as the chains move.
This is exactly what I've been talking about. When they had 2.5 minutes to go, this is what they should be doing, trying to get that ball down and get 3 points at least, and maybe get lucky and get 6.
45 seconds to play in the half. Blackledge's rush. He's in trouble. He's sacked. He's sacked at the 49-yard line. Jackie Klein came in. Blackledge went back, could not find a receiver, turned around, and there was Klein in his face.
The left tackle misses his block here. Edwards come in. Klein come in all alone.
Randy Edwards.
And, you know, there was absolutely nobody touched him. That was Edwards. And you just can't do that. Somebody's supposed to pick him up.
Well, not only does it cost Penn State 9 yards, it also cost them a timeout. Now they have 1 left, and there's no question that thus far, the Alabama defensive line has really dictated the game. Not that they only their second sack of the game, but they have really destroyed Penn State's pass patterns because they have not had time to develop.
And early in the game, they didn't blitz, which is, you know, one of their tendencies. But now they got a nice, comfortable lead. They know Penn State has to catch up. You can look for them to do a lot more blitzing.
Number 12. After Alabama intercepted Penn State for a second time, the Tide has the ball. Number 13. After Penn State intercepted an Alabama pass in the end zone, the Lions have the ball. "42 seconds to play in the half. Penn State down by 2 touchdowns. They have the ball, second down, 19 yards to go at the Alabama 48. Garrity left and Kenny Jackson to the right. I backfield. Play fake, look out. It's a screen. Williams, 45, 40, and inside the 40 to the 37-yard line. That'll be shy of the first down to bring up a third. Colburn makes the tackle. It'll be 3rd down and 8 yards to go, but the clock is inside 25, down to 22 and 21. They've got to get this thing off, at least to attempt a field goal. They are not in range at this point. Blackledge on 3rd. To Williams, he's got to make a move. Cannot make it, forget it. He stopped the 40-yard line. The defensive end
Got a penalty, I think a face mask on Williams, which will stop the clock and has stopped the clock.
8 seconds to play. Now this is a 15-yarder. They would have a shot at a field goal.
Exactly right.
Face mask, Alabama. And with 8 seconds, you might have time for a play.
I think we got a good shot at this. Now Williams was trying to get out of bounds, and he's trying to get his body turned around. That pass wasn't exceptionally well thrown. We can't see
he's got hold of something there.
up there, and they designated face mask. That is a big play.
Well, let's see if Penn State will go for a play or attempt a field goal by either Manka or Gancitano. Gancitano kicked the extra point today.
They have 1 timeout left, Stan. They might throw 1 deep pass and then go for the field goal because it's a long shot. They designated it as non-intentional, so.
Now they're going to go for it right now. Penn State has used their final timeout, and it'll be Gancitano attempting the field goal. It'll be a 48-yard field goal. The angle will be to Gancitano's right. This will be his first field goal attempt of the year. Manka, who had a bad game against Nebraska, has done the kicking off, but Gancitano thus far has done the place kicking. Now, this is a big field goal attempt for Gancitano. The penalty was down only to the 31 from the spot of the foul. Kick is up. It'll never make it. It's short. It is short. 2 seconds to play in the half. Gancitano was online, but he was short. And Alabama will take the lead into the locker room at the half.
He did not pop that ball well. It had a kind of a sick hit to it, and he didn't get his foot into it. He had the right angle, but not enough pop.
And there was, again, the wind is swirling. If there was any, it was a bit to his back. 2 seconds to play in the half. Let's see if Alabama goes for a home run here, although they are lined up in the wishbone.
I think it would be foolish. I don't know what they'll do. They kill the clock. That's smart.
That's the end of the first half. The score, Alabama 21, Penn State 7. There was no further scoring, and the half ended with a score, Alabama. There was no further scoring, and the half ended with a score, Alabama 21, Penn State 7. We'll be back right after this. That's the end of the first half of action with a score, Alabama 21, Penn State 7. We'll be back right after this. The first half ended with a score, Alabama 21, Penn State 7. We'll be back after this. That's the end of the first half. The score, Alabama 21, Penn State 7.
Use the font and the strength of the crowd. Just grab it.
Number 14. After Penn State missed a 48-yard field goal, Alabama has the ball.
All we have is lead.
Is that it, Ted?
Okay, take down the chip and then you can make the final snap.
Morris, down, not in the last one, but going down there.
We're back with third quarter action with Penn State in control of the football. We're back with third quarter action with Alabama in control of the football.
These are obviously unofficial. I got 17 attempts for 56 yards.
Let's see if this half turns around. What can we see?
Better turn around a ton.
Not that much, Dan, you know.
Penn State will be kicking off for the men. South goal. Alabama will receive and defend. North goal.
That's one of your favorite sayings. Now this is going to be an important series, right?
That's right.
You're not kidding. Amen.
Are we getting? Are we? Second half kickoff. Massimo Manca will kick it off to Penn State. Caruth will go back deep, 6 yards in his end zone. He will down it there, and Alabama will take over 1st and 10 at their own 20. some of the first half statistics, and they're really surprising. Walter Lewis, it's the same outfit that started the football game for Alabama. And some of the statistics involved, although Alabama did outgain Penn State in first downs 14-10, believe it or not, Penn State total offense had 214 yards. Alabama had 201. You wouldn't think that it would have been that way. Penn State with more total offense, but that's what happened. But Alabama leads it 21-7. Lewis on a draw. Hit up at the 23-yard line, pushing forward more near the 24. Gain of about 3.5. It'll be second down and a long 6. Paffenroth and Ofer make the tackle. And George, it's an understatement to say that this defensive series for Penn State is just absolutely critical.
Absolutely critical. It's imperative that they put a stop to Alabama's running game.
Second down and a long 6 for Alabama. Lining up in the wishbone. Lewis pitches wide, ball's dropped, fumbled, recovered by Penn State. They cannot return it. They cannot return it, but they will take over first and 10.
Well,
Walker Lee Ashley with a recovery.
I was just going to say Penn State changed their defensive alignment. They were playing with a 4-man front, which is tough against the wishbone. They come up there and they went to 3 deep, 8 men coming. Watch Ashley now. He's in a perfect position. He forces Lewis to get rid of the ball, and it's a bad pitch. Now that's a big break, obviously, for Penn State. They get a score here. This is anybody's ball game.
Fagan was the man who fumbled the ball on the pitch. Ashley the recovery.
All right, there it is. That was Ashley that was instrumental in that play.
First down at Penn State at the 23. Williams trying to get outside. He won't do it. He gets to the 22, a gain of a yard, but that is all. It'll be second down and 9 as Williams is run out of bounds by linebacker Robbie Jones, a senior at 6'3" and 236 pounds.
Now this is a time if the coach has any special play or anything that he feels will work, that he should go to it, because it's so important if they can get a score here to take advantage of the break that they had.
Alabama's third turnover. They are averaging better than 3 per game. Second down and 9 at the 22. Blackledge with time. He throws in the flat. It is caught, but for very little yardage. Tommy Wilcox made the hit on Kurt Warner. Now he caught the ball at the 20, and they drove him back to the 22, and they're not even going to give him forward progress, which is not a correct spot of the ball. But in any event, you have to call it no gain. Now it is third down and 9. And Penn State just must take advantage of this turnover.
Well, they shouldn't give up trying to get the ball to their wide receivers. That time Warner, with that keying on Warner, he was picked up coming out of the backfield, and they were all over him.
That's Warner's 5th reception. 1 for a touchdown. Third down and 9. Penn State at the 22. Williams goes motion, far side. Here's a blitz. Man open. McCluskey first down at the 10-yard line. Wait a minute, he dropped the ball.
But they're going with that.
They're going to give it to Alabama. They're going to give it to Alabama. McCluskey had the first down, and they're going to give it to Alabama. Wilcox came up with the ball, and what a backbreaker that is. It would have been first and goal at the 10-yard line.
Well, that's a tough call. Again, it's a judgment call. Well, let's watch it. It's a quick turnaround to the tight end. Something they can look for later on in the game. Here it is. Makes the catch. Struggles. He dropped it.
He dropped it. He was still up. First down and 10 Alabama. They give inside. The right halfback. Carrying Fagan out to the 11-yard line. A gain of 1. Boy, that is just a backbreaker. That is just a backbreaker.
Well, you can't let it affect your players. Their emotions will go down. They've been playing pretty good defense, and if they can hold once again hold Alabama here, they can get good field position.
Well, the teams are even in turnovers now, 3 apiece, and Penn State has had a punt block. Second down and 9, Alabama at their own 11-yard line. Here's Lewis, hit in the backfield, and he is dropped for a loss. Back at the 6-yard line. Knifing through Ken Kelly, and they are coming at the Alabama forward wall in the third quarter.
That's exactly right, Stan. They've changed. They're not sitting there in that 4-man front. They're coming with 7 and 8 people. Now watch Kelly come in, up in the seam. He's got QB. He doesn't have a chance to throw the ball.
Now it is third down and 14 yards to go for Alabama from their own 6.
And this is the play. This is the situation they've been killing Penn State. Third down situations and 3rd and long.
Joey Jones split out wide to the right. Lewis gives off to the fullback. He's got a hole. He's hit, and he is dropped up at the 15-yard line. The gain is 9, but it'll bring up 4th down and 5. Coming in for Penn State, Harry Hamilton, the hero, just when it looked like there might be an opening for Ricky Moore, who in the first half was able to rush for 38 yards on only 5 carries. Lewis was the leading rusher with 61 yards. So here comes Simmons, who is averaging 47.5 yards per kick this afternoon. He gets another beauty away, and Bow driven back to his 40-yard line, across the 50 and into Alabama territory at the 49-yard line. So it's a nice return by Harry Hamilton, who cut in front of Bow to take the punt return.
And that was a dangerous thing he did. He cut right in front of Bow, took the ball away from him. Fortunately, he got up to the 50. But once again, Penn State has good field position.
There's a timeout in the action. Alabama 21, Penn State 7. Number 15. After Penn State recovered an Alabama fumble, Penn State has the ball in tied territory. Number 16. After Alabama recovered a Penn State fumble, the Lion defense held. Alabama punted and Penn State has the ball. Number 16, take 2. After Alabama recovered a Penn State fumble, the Lion defense held. Alabama punted and Penn State has the ball. First down 10, Penn State at the 49-yard line of Alabama. Give off to Warner, inside, spins and gets to the 45-yard line. Mike Rodriguez, the middle guard, and Robbie Jones, strong linebacker, make the tackle after a gain of 4 for Warner. That'll bring up 2nd down and 6 yards to go. And George, sooner or later, Penn State has had opportunities, has got to capitalize.
That was a little misdirection. You sure can hear the pads popping up here, but they got here with the pass, and the only way they're going to win this game or get back in it is with the pass.
2nd and 6. Greg Garrity split to the left and Kenny Jackson to the right. Here's Williams. Got a blocker ahead of him to the 40 and the 39-yard line. And depending on the spot, may have a first down. Brooker makes the tackle. Let's see where they spot that thing. It's real close to the first down. They're going to call for a measurement.
Yeah, but Jonathan did something you should not do. He ran past his interference, Spiros number 56. And if he fouled him, he could have used him and possibly cut up to the outside and got a lot more yardage.
That's either going to be 3rd and very short or 1st and 10 as they put the chain down. They're about 3 inches short. Now on the pass, Penn State has gone on a quarterback sneak. But how about this, George? You're going to go for it on 4th down anyway. Do you look for a home run?
Well, no, it's too early in the second half. You want to get the first down. I think they might come up with some kind of a play. They want to get the first down first. That's some coaches always say, get your first down. They might need 2 plays against this Alabama defense to get that first down.
Well, they come out on a double tight end as Kirk Bowman comes in the game. They come out in the power I left. Shift out of it. Williams in motion. Blackfoot's play fake. He's got a man open. McCloskey was wide open. Incomplete. McCloskey was open for a touchdown. He threw to Bowman. Oh, Castile was on the coverage, although Bowman just dropped the ball.
Well,
McCloskey was wide open.
They did what you thought they might do. They took a shot at it, but now they got it. If they don't make the first down now, they're in tough shape. See, it was a gamble. They're dropping the football. They had both the tight ends open, Stan. He rushed it a bit.
4th down and inches. Blackwood sneaks. He's got it. He's got it by plenty at the 37-yard line.
Well, Stan, not to get second-guess the coach or anybody else, I would have gone for it on the 3rd, got my first down, then come back on 1st down, try to go for that touchdown that the play they just called, and I still would have had 3 more downs to work with. That was a big gamble, and fortunately for Penn State, they got away with it.
Blackledge picks up a pair on the quarterback sneak, and they do have the first down, the 37. I mean to tell you, McCloskey was wide open. They come out in a slot left. Warner on a wing. Blackledge to throw. Time. He's looking deep, and it is incomplete. Intended for Kenny Jackson in the end zone. Castile broke it up, and he had good coverage on the play, although Jackson almost pulled it out of the air.
Yeah, but there's something significant going on right now. Blackledge is getting hit on almost every pass. He's taking a lot of punishment. He took a little too long, tried to get the ball to Kenny on a deep post a little sooner. Kenny has good body position, but it was also good coverage. But Todd Blackledge is getting hit on every play, and this takes its toll.
Actually, if the ball had been a little short, Jackson would have had a better opportunity to catch it. Great defensive play by Castile. Kevin Bow comes in now for Garrity. He is flank left on 2nd down and 10 at the 37. Williams on the draw. He's got room. The 30, 25, 20, inside the 20 and down to the 17-yard line. Jonathan Williams on a brilliant run of 20 yards has got Penn State a first down. Castile had to make the tackle with help from Wilcox.
And now Penn State has made the adjustment. Now watch, they see the gap over the right guard. Now Pataglia does a great job on Rodriguez. They run in the draw play to the weak side. There's a good line block on the linebacker, Jones. And here he is off and running. Penn State is moving the ball pretty well right now.
And it was Dave Laub who took out Jones on a great block. First down and 10 yards to go. Penn State at the Alabama 17-yard line. Warner sneaks through to the 15 for a couple, and he got all that on his own. Tommy Wilcox, boy, they're firing in there. Robbie Jones coming to make the tackles. The gain is 2. It's 2nd down and 8.
You know, Stan, this is when if your quarterback can run with the football, you can run the option with him, it adds another dimension. Now, they did it a few times last year with Todd Blackledge. This year they haven't done it at all, but it would add another dimension if he could run with the football a little bit.
Bow comes in for Garrity, or rather Jackson, as Bow goes right and Garrity goes left. Warner wing left on 2nd down and 8 from the 15-yard line. Williams. Nice run down to the 7-yard line and close to a first down. Boy, John Williams running with power. Jones stopped him. They're going to mark it just inside the 8, which means it'll be less than a yard to go for that first down. John Williams really running and showing a burst of power.
You know, Stan, he gets a little better each game. And you know, last year he had a great game against Notre Dame, and he did it. And that day he's running like he did now, like he did against Notre Dame. He goes into second. Watch him go into second speed here. Bango! He breaks through Edwards' tackle.
Bowman is in. Coles is in. In the eye, it is 3rd down and a little bit less than a yard to go. Coles has got the first down near the 5-yard line. Straight handoff on the dive, and Joel Coles has that first down just outside the 5-yard line. And now it is the Alabama defense that spent some time on the field.
Well, and this is the toughest 5 yards in football. Now this is smart. Quick handoff to Coles. Let the defensive people make a move. If you find a gap, your life will slip right through all the way. He makes the big first down.
The offensive line of Penn State has really come out to play in the second half. First down and 10, Penn State, wing right. Here's a reverse to Williams. He needs a block. He's in for the touchdown. John Williams on a 5-yard run, and Penn State is on the board.
Well, they tighten their splits down in the second half to stop Alabama's penetration. It's paying off. That was a great call and a great run. Jonathan Williams right now is leading this Penn State offense. Let's watch it. It's a reverse. You'll see Williams coming over here on the inside. Here's Warner to Williams, and Blackledge throws a key block on the corner on Pitt, on Wood, to enabling Williams to get in the end zone.
And Gancitano is true on the extra point. So Penn State drives for the touchdown and a 5-yard run by John Williams, and they are back in this ball game with 7:38 to play in the 3rd quarter.
Well, that was a typical Penn State drive too, Stan, which is encouraging.
There's a timeout in the action. The score, Alabama 21, Penn State 14. Number 17, After Penn State closed the score to 21-14 on the touchdown run by John Williams, Alabama has the ball.
That was a nice drive, 49 yards, 10 plays, but the key thing, it only took 3 minutes and 47 seconds.
Paul Caruth is the deep man in triple safety, back for Alabama. And it'll be Massimo Manca who is doing the kicking off, although not the place kicking, who will kick it off for Penn State. 7:38 to play third quarter. Kick is very high. Caruth goes way back, 6 yards. He'll stay there, and Alabama will start out 1st and 10 at their own 20. So whatever difficulties Manca has had, he has not let it carry on his kickoffs.
Here's another play from this ground angle. Here's a reverse. Warner, they would key Warner. Williams gets the key block from his quarterback, Todd Blackledge.
Got it on Russ Wood, the outstanding defensive end, and John Williams into the end zone for a touchdown. And for Jonathan Williams, that is his 2nd touchdown rushing, his 4th touchdown of the season. 1st and 10 Alabama. They're at their own 20-yard line. Motion Patrick. Lewis pitches out to Patrick. Comes up, hit at the line of scrimmage and falls forward to the 21-yard line. Good penetration offered on Penn State's defenseman by Dan Biondi, the corner, who came back and forced the play.
Well, they're going to make Alabama throw the ball. Watch the penetration now, right? Everybody takes a gap. Hamilton makes the quarterback pitch. Up comes Biondi, beautiful, puts the ball carrier down.
And a good job by Kelly, who came across too. 2nd down and 9 as Joey Jones splits wide to the left, and the tight end Grogan is split wide to the right. Give inside of the fullback Moore. He's got a whole 30. He's out to the 35-yard line. Ricky Moore just blasted his way over right tackle out to the 35. Dave Ofar, hanging on for dear life, made the tackle, but the gain is 14 for a 1st down.
Now let's watch Moore, the big 237-pound fullback. He goes right over the right guard. He follows his right guard. Now, that was Ofar, supposed to shut that seam down. It's a little late. That's Radisic missed the tackle. And that big fella can really roll if you let him get in the open field.
And the center, Steve Mott, cleaned out the area in there. Big gain, got him out of a hole. And now Walter Lewis is coming to the sideline. And he's going to call a timeout. That'll cost Alabama 1. 6:34 to play, third quarter. Alabama leading Penn State 21-14. You know, there's George, when they came out for the second half, there's 30 minutes of football to play, obviously, but the first 5 minutes of the third quarter would dictate the tone of this game as to whether it would be competitive or not, and I think Penn State certainly acquitted themselves well on that account.
Well, it's a dogfight right now. Each defensive team is jumping their defenses around. There's an awful lot of guessing. At that particular time, Penn State jumped the defense, and Lewis called the right play to give to the fullback in a vacated area, and he rumbled up for a big gain.
Let me ask you something. On an option such as that, does he have an option to give it to the fullback, or is that a design play to give it to the fullback?
If he thinks the fullback can make it, he gives it to him. If he thinks he's going to get tackled, he'll take the ball out, come down the line, run the option, either keep it himself or pitch it. Actually, what he does, he reads the first man on the defensive line outside of his offensive tackle. Now, if that man closes down, tries to get to the fullback, or anybody else is in a position to tackle the fullback, he'll withdraw the ball, come down the line, and run the option play. If it's open, he'll give it to him.
Let me ask you this. Are there any designed running plays in the wishbone? In other words, you know it's going to go to the right halfback regardless.
Yes, they call that a loaded option, where they feel they got a weakness and they'll just follow even pull a guard and lead up with a guard.
1st down and 10, Alabama at their own 35. Lewis pitching out, knocked out of bounds. Paffner off the 39-yard line. Turner.
4 yards.
Patrick in the backfield. It's a gain of 4. It'll be 2nd down and 6.
But we talked about this before. This is the way you got its defense to wishbone. You got to hold them to 4 to 5 to 4 to 5, hoping they'll throw that ball away, put it on the ground. If you let them just go 6, 8, 10, 12, and you don't get any fumbles against a good wishbone team, you're going to get beat.
And they need those fans, every one of them. I'm talking about the electrical kind on the sideline. Lewis with a roll. Here's the shovel pass, but Carter this time is smelled out by Dave Ofer. He gets across the 40 to the 42-yard line. It is a gain of 3. It'll be 3rd down and 3.
They do that so well.
Oh,
they do
really
that so well. I mean, it really starts out like a running play, a quarterback run.
Todd Blackledge, as you see, 14 out of 27, 180 yards, 1 touchdown, a 69-yarder to Warner. Here it is, 3rd down and 3 at the 42. Lewis keeping, he's got the first down across the 45 to the 47. The guy is such a slick ball handler, you never know when he's going to give it up. This time he turned it up, got across the 45, and got a very important first down.
I know.
Well, it's good for a first down. It is 1st down and 10, Alabama. Motion, give inside to the big fullback. Moore to midfield. It is a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd down and 7. The clock running with 5 minutes and 20 seconds to play, 3rd quarter. Alabama leading it by a touchdown at 21-14. Alabama really has not tried to throw the ball in any drive here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, they didn't have to, but I think they're going to have to try to throw it soon. Penn State is playing for the run. In fact, right now they put Jones in on Biondi. Let's watch out.
Here's the draw play, and it comes to the fullback, and there he goes. More to the 35, the 30, and inside the 30, the 28-yard line. Ashley tackled him, but it is a big gain for Ricky Moore.
Dan, Eric, here it comes on the replay. It's a great call. Everybody's thinking pass. He just follows up on his guard, gets a great block. Look at that agility for a big man.
And they are cleaning out the middle against Penn State. They are really cleaning them out of there. Here's Lewis. He pitches. Knocked out of bounds is Joe Carter. And again, they closed on the quarterback, but that's the way the wishbone operates. They get it down to the 21-yard line. It's a gain of 8. It'll be 2nd and 2.
But there's supposed to be somebody responsible for that pitch man. Now, that's a similar play that they ran at the end of the first half and got another touchdown. Nobody came up on the pitch man.
Alabama's driving again.
Now let's take a look. Now watch how wide open. Here's Patrick Carter. Nobody there. Jackson's late coming up.
2nd and 2. Here's Lewis again. 1st down, 15, 10, and he's down to the 9, 8-yard line. Walter Lewis kept it. He picks up 9 yards, and he's got a 1st down near the Penn State 8.
This is the exact same type of plays that they ran at the end of the first half. Now watch, Radisich gets blocked, Pavenroth gets blocked, Hamilton is chasing. You cannot give that kid that much daylight.
And one of the blocks was by Lenny Patrick, the running back. 1st down and 10, Lewis gives off to Moore, he's hit, fumbles, and I think Alabama's got it. Oh boy, they really meant Moore at the line of scrimmage and forced him to fumble, but fortunately and luckily for Alabama, they were able to fall on it.
All right, let's watch it now. That's number 52. Hines is in there, forces the fumble. Fortunately, for Alabama, they were able to recover it.
Well, that could have been the play of the game right there if Penn State was able to fall on the football.
That's the breaks of the game.
Yes, sir. 2nd down and goal from the 13-yard line. Receiver split either side. Lewis pitches wide to Carter. He's hit and he's dropped at the 10-yard line. Good defensive play by Mike Suter, who's in there for Mark Robinson. Robinson cut his chin on his interception and has not come back in. What a big play that was. Now it is 3rd and goal.
And that's how you have to play it, Stan. You got to fill real quick before these great backs get upfield.
Well, here you go. A field goal would put Penn State 10 behind. That's a whole lot better than 2 touchdowns. 3rd down and goal from the 10-yard line. One of the big plays in this football game. Lewis looking, throwing, incomplete. It was intended for the tight end, Jay Grogan, but it was just a bit off target. And now Alabama will go for the field goal. That calls Peter Kim into the game. It'll be the first field goal attempt for Kim today. He is 4 out of 5 on the season. Lewis 7 out of 11 for 1 touchdown. That to Carter. It will be a 27-yard field goal. Angle to the right. Kim is 4 out of 5 this year. Kick is up. Kick is good. So a 27-yard field goal by Peter Kim after Alabama had driven from their own 20-yard line down to the Penn State 10, and they now have a 10-point lead, 24-14, 2:46 to play in the third quarter. There's a timeout in the action. The score, Alabama 24, Penn State 14. Number 18. After Alabama moved for a field goal, the Tide leads 24-14, and Penn State has the ball. Thank you.
Yeah, really miss Robinson.
Oh.
Gary Sanders, number 2. Kick off for Alabama. Ball, number 11. And number 12, deep for Penn State.
Started around 20.
2:46 to play in the third quarter. Alabama up by 10. And I guess, George, if you're a defensive player, you have to be satisfied to get out of there with just a field goal.
That's like dodging a bullet. I mean, they were lucky to get out of there with only giving up 3. There's still very much in the ball game.
Terry Sanders will kick it off to Kevin Bow and to Tony Mumford. Comes to Mumford at the 2. Sideline, cuts up the 20 and out to the 25-yard line.
Mumford receives.
Mumford, 23-yard return, and Penn State will start out at their own 25-yard line. Alabama moving for the field goal, a 27-yarder, taking up nearly 5 minutes on the drive.
Well, again, Joe Paterno's got the second unit in there on offense.
First down and 10, Penn State. Coles and Nichols in the backfield behind him. Motion to the near side. Nichols out to the 30, and a strong 5-yard run by Skeeter Nichols. Brings up 2nd and 5, and you want to pick up that 5 yards on first down anytime you can.
That's still Manuel King.
We've got a player down for Alabama. It looks to be Russ Wood, number 89. Let's wait. Might be Brooker, the linebacker. Either 49 or 89. Capacity crowd at Legion Field in Birmingham, 79,000. They love their football down in the South.
Is that attendance?
Well, you start thinking, a lot of time to play, 2:26 third quarter, but you start thinking about the times that Penn State has had the ball in Alabama territory and has not been able to get any points out of it, even 3.
And if they lose this game, they'll do a lot of thinking about that. But right now, they have to be careful. They can't turn it over. If they can, maintain some possession football and go in and get another score, and get into that fourth quarter only down by 3, anything can happen. They have to play a good possession type game. Don't try to get it back all over.
Let's see. I think it's Brooker, number 49. As you see him kind of leapfrogging there, or is it Castile who's down?
Well, they plugged the linebacker, and then he almost got through Mumford on that split there, and he might have made himself a big piece of yardage.
I think it's Brooker, the linebacker. Steve Brooker. linebacker. He's a junior, 6'2" and 215, and he spells Robbie Jones in there, who is a senior and is an outstanding linebacker.
Those three linebackers, Jones, Brooker, and Lowe, they're really good. They're agile. They're real hitters.
Really quick. They've been able to stop Warner and Williams from getting outside. The gain for Nichols was 5. It is 2nd down and 5. They go to a wing left. Here's Joel Coles up the middle and about 3 to the 20 or 33-yard line. They'll bring up 3rd and 2. Randy Edwards, the defensive tackle, makes the tackle. It's 3rd down and 2, and again, for possession and for field position, and to give that defense a rest in this oppressive heat, Penn State needs this 1st down very, very badly. 3rd down and 2. Let's see if they throw for it. Kenny Jackson, flank to the right. Garrity to the left as Blackledge looks to throw. He fires, and it is caught for a 1st down. He's going to give him the reception, and the Alabama bench doesn't like it. But they will give him the 1st down up at the 44-yard line.
Well, what it was, Stan, he caught the ball and went out of bounds, and they ruled possession as he went out. That's how he got. It could have gone either way, really.
Bear Bryant doesn't like it. Got to be hot under that hat. It's got to be hot under that hat. I don't care what happens.
Well, you know, in a game like this, all these little calls, you see his knee went down. I think they gave him the benefit of the doubt on that.
Well, they get the 1st down. Jackson goes to the right, and Kevin Bow will go to the left on 1st down and 10, Penn State at their own 44. Jackson and a swing out the right flat to Coles, and Coles gets 3 out to the 47. Smelled out extremely nicely by the Alabama defense. Smiley, who intercepted a pass, is a defensive end.
That's a great tackle. Now watch Smiley's. This is another replay here of Jackson's reception. See, his knee hits the ground. Ball is dead. They gave him the completion. Now Penn State has got to get something a little deep, and a big play, a big gainer.
2nd down and 7, Penn State. Blackledge, he's rushed. He throws. It is incomplete, intended for Garrity, and a flag is down. And Castile may be called for pass interference, but it might be offensive pass interference. Let's wait and see.
I don't think it can be offensive, but if it is defensive, it's luck. It's just all luck on Penn State because the ball was underthrown, and the attempt to come back to the underthrown ball. Let's take a look at this. This is Garrity coming across here. Now he tries to adjust, and they called it a defensive interference. I think that's a bad call. Well, no, it's a free ball. It really is a free ball. I think that's a bad call. It should not have been interference.
Well, I don't think they called it on the bump, but I think they called it on Castile for having his arm hooked around. Whatever, it is a controversial call. I think maybe a referee in that occasion is better just to make no call at all.
Bringing it back, though.
Well, now what is it?
He's overruled. What was that?
It's an automatic 1st down, but apparently they mark it from the spot, or they mark it from the line of scrimmage.
I think they called a bump as he come off the line.
Right, a defense. It's more of a defensive holding type of thing and a 5-yard job, and so you mark that from the line of scrimmage. Although it is the 1st down, they will have to change the chains here because they're not right either. There's only 30 seconds to play here in the 3rd quarter. So give Penn State a 1st down just inside the Alabama 49, and it's a 1st down. So it was 2nd and 7, now it's 1st and 10, and really the real estate is just about the same. Ball just outside the 48, 1st down and 10.
Now watch the way they're playing Kevin Barr inside out. He's got to get the ball up the sidelines. They're taking the post away from the wide receivers.
Here's the give to Nichols. He's got a hold of the 40, and inside the 40 to the 37, and Nichols picks up a 1st down. Rocky Colburn made the tackle, and he had to because he was the last man between Skeeter Nichols and the goal line.
Oh, look at this. This one more little spin. I think Jones got a piece of him and slowed him down. He tries to spin out of this. Castile stops him from going right to the end zone.
He really faked Colburn out of there. 10 seconds to play in the 3rd quarter. Kenny Jackson wide left. Garrity wide to the right. In the I backfield on 1st and 10 at the 37. Play fake. Screen. It's Nichols. Looks for a block and doesn't get it and gets to the 35. maybe the 34, and that'll do it for the third quarter. Nichols had some room, but he really didn't follow his blocking all that well.
Well, Spiros, number 56, fell down as he came out to block.
That's the end of the third quarter. The score, Alabama 24, Penn State 14. We'll be back right after this. There was no further scoring, and the third quarter ended with a score, Alabama 24, Penn State 14. We'll be back right after this. We're back with fourth quarter action with Penn State in control of the football. We're back with fourth quarter action with Alabama in control of the football. After the ball game, you see Penn State 4-0, beating Temple, Maryland, Rutgers, Nebraska. And of course, today's ball game here in Birmingham. Next week, the Nittany Lions return home for game number 6 on the schedule, and they will be hosting the Orangemen of Syracuse. After that, 2 very rugged road games. In fact, all Penn State's road games are tough. At West Virginia, at Boston College, then on November 6th, North Carolina State at home, and on the road in South Bend against Notre Dame, a week off on the 20th, and then Friday, November 26th, the annual battle with the University of Pittsburgh. We begin the fourth quarter. Penn State has marched from their own 25 down to the Alabama 35, but they need at least one more first down to have a chance at a field goal, trailing by 10. It is 2nd down and 8, Penn State at the Bama 35. Joel Cole's in motion. Nichols, here's the reverse to Kenny Jackson. He needs a block, he's got it. 30, 25, ooh, he's hit hard at the 25. What a tackle on the whole thing, only gained a couple.
It looked like it was going to develop into a big play. They forced him deep enough.
Well, I'm way off. That play gained 10 yards.
That was a good play. He should have made his cut right here now, not to get too fancy. He had running room, and somebody missed a block out there in the wide defensive halfback.
Howe to the right and Garrity to the left. Lone setback is Coles as Blackledge looks to throw. He's got a man, and is caught down at the 14 near the 13-yard line by Kevin Bowe. And that will be another Penn State first down as they march largely with a second-team backfield.
And he's the man they got to go to because they're giving double coverage on Jackson. Now comes in Warner and Williams. Take a look at it. Let's watch his feet. Nice reception here. He keeps the 1 foot in bounds before he goes out of bounds.
He had it. Warner and Williams, the W backfield in the game. First down and 10, Penn State at the Bama 14. The draw play to Williams, looking for a hole, not much there. He gets it down to the 13, give him a gain of 1. Randy Edwards, along with John Elias, the backup middle guard, make the tackle. And that Alabama front 5, you can't say enough about them. Actually, front 7 with the linebackers.
Oh, they really closed on that. Penn State has had some success with that play, but not that time.
statistics really are very, very even. 311 to 277. Turnovers even. Penn State nearing Alabama in first downs.
Stan, they might go to Kevin Bow here. He's got single coverage. Here he is.
Looking, he's open. Touchdown, Penn State. Kevin Bow. You betcha. 13-yard touchdown pass. A 75-yard drive, and the Lions are within 4. Boy, you called it, George. You called it.
Not so much calling it, but they've been getting away with it. They've been ignoring Kevin and double covering Jackson. You got to take what they give you. The kid made a nice adjustment on the ball too, Stan.
We've got a Bama player down now. Is there any decision to make here as far as going for 1 or 2? I wouldn't think this early.
He has to go for the 1 and put some pressure on Alabama. Let's take a look at it. See, it's a checkoff. It's 1-on-1 coverage. Bow gets to the inside. You can't do that. Makes a nice adjustment, turning his body to the ball. And he really beat Gay, number 28, on that play. Again, another look. Man-to-man coverage is very, very difficult, but it's used a lot on the goal line. He was thoroughly beaten.
And the pass was right there. Robbie Jones is the man who went down, and just a few plays ago, his backup, Steve Brooker, went down. So they have to reach for a linebacker, although Robbie Jones, who's just a great football player, looks to be okay. Blackledge's second touchdown pass of the day. 13 yards to Kevin Bow. The first one in the first quarter was good for 69 yards to Kurt Warner. That puts Todd well over 200 yards again, and he's been over 200 yards in all 5 games.
And I think I'm right. I think that was his 17th touchdown pass. That's a new record for a season for Penn State.
And it's only the 5th game. Gansitano to attempt the extra point, and obviously it is extremely important that he makes it. It's good. We have a 3-point ball game. And this is the closest Penn State has been since they were tied at 7-7. There's a timeout in the action. The score, Alabama 24, Penn State 21. Number 19. After Penn State moved for a touchdown to close the score to 24-21, Alabama has the ball. I forget which one's which. If you want one, go ahead.
I'll get the defense off the field. I should be ready to go now.
.52 to play at Legion Field in Birmingham, Alabama. Massimo Manca to kick it off to Alabama. Paul Carruth, the deep man in the middle. Carruth goes back 6 yards deep. He will down it and take it right there, and Alabama will again start out at their own 20-yard line. A 75-yard drive by Penn State, 11 plays, and it was a beauty. 13-yard touchdown pass, Todd Blackledge to Kevin Bow. And for Kevin Bow on the season, we know it's Blackledge's 17th. It is Kevin Bow's second touchdown catch of the year. Here we go. Mark Robinson is back in the ball game after getting stitched up.
Alabama is it? Excuse me.
1st and 10. Lewis keeping, hit, spins away, and gets out to the 24-yard line. And the guy is elusive. I mean, he just can't seem to get a solid hit on him.
Well, Roger Push 55 had him in the backfield. We'll take a look at this. They're in an unbalanced line. They come back to the short side. Now watch, he cuts back. He's got real quick feet, cut back against the grain, and Puz lost him. But they're in an unbalanced line, hoping Penn State will shift to the strong side, and they're coming back to the weak side.
Joey Jones comes split wide to the left side. 2nd down and 6, Alabama. They split the bone. Lewis is hit in the backfield. They let him get away. 1st down out the 32-yard line. Joe had him for a 5-yard loss and let him go. Joe Hines weighs 250 pounds, and he led him away.
Well, this has happened before. Joe has a tendency to do this. He does not wrap his arms around him. He just touches him on the hips. You can't do that with a ball player like that.
So instead of what would have been about a 3rd and a 14, Alabama gets the first down. Roger Puz and Al Harris finally making the tackle. But the guy's tough enough. When you got him, you better bring him down. 1st and 10. Turner, the fullback, in a big hole out to the 39-yard line. Craig Turner, the big hole out to the 39 and a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down and 3. And the Penn State defense must force Alabama to punt here, because that would bring the Bama defense back on the field.
And Stan, the significance of Hines letting him get away like that is you call the right defense and you throw him for a big loss and you get nothing out of it. They end up with a gain, get a big first down, and now they're on the move.
2nd down and 3. Lewis to pass. Look out, it's a blitz. Hamilton sacks him back at the 26-yard line. Harry Hamilton, the hero, came in a blitz and knocked him back all the way to the 26. It'll be 3rd down and long.
And Hines, that time Hines put his arms around him and everything else. If we can take a look, watch him come up from the inside. He takes a look after he goes down. After the quarterback goes down, he takes a look at him. And that's Hamilton coming from the outside, but here's Hines just making sure.
And Lewis almost dropped that ball. 2nd sack for Penn State. Now, here's your big play at 3rd down and 16. Fullback, Turner, that's it. He gets out near the 34, 35-yard line. It'll be 4th down and 13 to go. The Penn State defense celebrates, and they have forced Alabama to punt. And the big defensive play of the game right now, the sack by Harry Hamilton.
Well, Penn State's gambling a little bit, and they should. I mean, they got to create some kind of a turnover or a bad play. That time, they fortunately stopped them from the first down.
And again, well, here comes the punt by Simmons. Not quite as good this time. Foul at the 29. Comes up the middle, gets out to the 38-yard line. It's an 8-yard return. Only a 36-yard kick, and Penn State will take over as Roosevelt Hill makes the tackle on the punt coverage. 10:52 to play in the ball game, an awful long time to go. Penn State trailing by 3 at 24-21. There's a timeout in the action. The score, Alabama 24, Penn State 21. Number 20. Following Penn State's touchdown to close the score to Alabama 24, Penn State 21, the Lion defense held, forced a punt, and Penn State has the ball. Oh, there's 11 minutes to play. You got all kinds of time. 10:52 to play in the ball game. Penn State down 3 at their own 38-yard line. First down and 10 yards to go. Blackledge to throw on first down. He looks, he fires, Jackson's open! He's got the ball! Great catch! No, they called incomplete! Oh, what a delayed call! The guy waited 3 minutes before he called it. Let's wait and see the replay. Jackson felt he had the ball. And I'll tell you what, George, a better pass and it was a touchdown.
Wide open. Castile here, he's got him beat. He comes up to the inside. Now let's see. The official got in the way. Well, he has his back to us. We really cannot see that. Let's see from this angle. Nice pump fake. They're going to their men deep. They're going against that man-to-man coverage. The official got in the way. Cannot tell.
Well, it's an incompletion. Second down and 8 yards to go, 10 yards to go. Blackledge, it's a blitz. He throws over the middle for Warner. Intercepted by Castile at the 30 and the 32-yard line. Warner was never open. It's the same pass he threw, he was intercepted on before at the other end. Should not have been thrown. Blackledge has been intercepted for the third time, and that shifts the momentum all the way back to Alabama.
Well, they still have time, but he's had only 5 interceptions all year, but he's forcing that ball just a little bit. He kind of got frustrated on Jackson's play, on Jackson's incomplete pass, and Jackson was wide open, as you said. A good pass would have been a touchdown.
First down and 10 Alabama at their own 33-yard line. In motion. Lewis keeps, spins around. He's got running room. There he goes. 45 and out near the 48-yard line. Walter Lewis picking up 15 yards. He's very near 100 at this point. First down, Alabama.
Well, Penn State's got to keep his composure. Short side option. They got a block on Pavenroth. See, that's what we call the loaded option, Stan. They're blocking the linebacker who's responsible for the quarterback so he can get upfield.
First down and 10 Alabama. They're at their own 48. The clock running at 10:10 to play. Motion again. This is given inside to Moore. Moore's going nowhere. Gets a yard to the 49-yard line. We'll call it a gain of 1. What do you think about that? Second down and 9 yards to go. You have to wonder about one thing, George. Did Penn State get over anxious on the last offensive series?
Absolutely. I think Blackledge got frustrated and showed his frustration in trying to force the ball. But one of the most serious things about the play to Jackson was the official was in the wrong position and blocked off everybody.
Second down and 9. Here's Lewis being hit in the backfield and dropped for a loss at the 45-yard line. Freshman Rogers Alexander came in and laid the hit on Walter Lewis.
And that's the way to hit him. We got some good popping going on, but that would have to take the cake for the loudest. What a shot.
It's a 4-yard loss, and it brings up third down and 13. So again, Alabama's forced into a passing situation.
This could very well be the ball game here, Stan.
Absolutely. Third down and 13. Lewis with time. Over the middle. It is caught for a first down. Joey Jones at the 35-yard line. And that might be the nail that drove into the coffin.
That was a great throw and a great catch.
Jones paid the price, but he also got Alabama a big first down. Third down and 13. You can't let that happen. And again, Alabama showing an amazing propensity for converting on third down.
Well, if we have this on a replay, it'll show that they went on a quick count. And he caught some of the Penn State defenders looking at each other, trying to find out what defense they're in. They have no pressure on him at all. It's a great throw, and it's a great reception. He leaves his body, comes down.
Jackson ran into his own man, knocked both of them off. Not that it would have prevented the catch, but they knocked each other down. Joey Jones, who is a backup, although he is tied for the team lead in receptions. I have the feeling that Jesse Bendros is hurt because we have not seen him much here, really, since the second quarter.
Well, they were running the ball so well. They've been staying on the ground, and Penn State's kind of taking that away from them a little bit, and they've had to resort to the pass. Now, this is an awfully big first down. He does not get hit. He gets hit after by Alexander. Might have come in after. I think he landed on his shoulder.
He's getting up. Walter Lewis is rushed for 88 yards in addition to passing very well. And I don't know, I don't think the cheers are for Joey Jones getting up. Something's going on. It is a big, big, big first down for Alabama. It's a 20-yard gain. And it gives the Crimson Tide a first down at the 35, 8:38 to play. Lewis handing off inside the 35 to the 33. A gain of a couple for Don Horsted. Second down and 8.
4 yards.
Joe Paterno pacing the sideline. He's got reason to pace. Second down. 8 yards to go for the first. In motion is Horsted. Lewis keeping. He is hit from behind and falls forward to the 31 yard line. Gain of a couple more. It'll bring up third down and 5. Harry Hamilton got him by the ankles just as he was about to turn it upfield for a big gain.
Once again, first down, they're getting a third down situation. Penn State's coming. They're gambling now. They know they have to gamble. Hamilton gets them by the heels. They're in that third down situation, which they've done so well at all afternoon. Again, this is a big play.
Well, you can give them the 3 points here. You're still only down 6, but if they go in for a touchdown with 7:25 to play, you're in big trouble. Third down and 5. Lewis will throw. He's got time over the middle, wide open, incomplete. Overthrown for Jesse Bendros, and that was a touchdown. He was wide open. I mean, nobody within 5 yards on either side.
Well, that's pure luck. Mike Sutter, number 35, is in broken coverage. He's replacing Mark Robinson, who's not played the second half. He's got all day. He's wide open. He just overthrew Bendros, who you talked about, where it would have been 6.
Well, Peter Kim now will attempt, or apparently attempt, watch for a fake here, a 47-yard field goal, angled to the left. Kick is up. It is long enough, and it is good. 47-yarder by Peter Kim. And Alabama has increased their lead to 27-21 with 7:11 to play. But Penn State still within a touchdown.
Well, it sounds ridiculous, Stan, but really, if you're going to make a late comeback drive, they're in perfect position. They got 7 minutes left. If they can eat up the clock and make the drive, Alabama won't get the ball again, and with a chance of coming back and getting the lead if all that takes place.
There's a timeout in the action. The score, Alabama 27, Penn State 21. Number 21. After Alabama intercepted a Penn State pass for the third time, the Tide moved for a field goal to lead 27-21, and Penn State has the ball. I just killed the betters.
Oh yeah, hell of a game. They get a good return, they got a shot.
Oh, it's a lot of time.
That Jackson play killed him. That was a good pass. It's a touchdown. No, that evens up.
That's right. $7:11 to play. Alabama leading Penn State 27-21 as you look at the skies over Legion Field in Birmingham, Alabama. Sanders will kick it off to Bow and Mumford. Awful lot of time remaining in this football game. After all, Penn State won 2 weeks ago with 1:18. Here's the kick. They're going for Mumford, 3 yards deep. He'll come out of there. 15-19. Tony Mumford got to the 19-yard line, a 22-yard return, and Peter Kim kicking that 47-yard field goal.
Well, in some ways, it's not immaterial, but knowing Penn State and the way they come back, they probably, if they got into an option, would have gone, neglected to go for the 3 points and gone on, keep the drive going, try to win the ball game. So that really is not that important, that in the second field goal.
They moved 54 yards in 8 plays for the field goal, a 47-yarder. Here's Penn State, 1st and 10 at their 19-yard line. Warner gets outside to the 25, to the 30, needed a block. Oh, he needed one more, and he's got the first down near the 31. 12-yard gain for Kurt Warner. He's pushed out of bounds by Castile, who's been all over the place, but give Warner 12 and a first down.
Now let's watch Kurt. He looks fresh. He makes a nice cutback against the grain. Now McCloskey, 81, is trying to pick him up. He's a little slow. You shouldn't look back, McCloskey. Get upfield and block somebody.
George, I was glad to see him run on first down because they got a little too hungry last time. There's a lot of time. There's 6:56 to play.
You're so right.
First down and 10. McCloskey moves to the left side. wide side of the field. 1st and 10. Blackledge got a man wide open. It is Garrity, and he's got a 1st down at the 46-yard line. Castile beaten on the play, pushed him out of bounds, and the gain is 15 yards and a 1st down for Penn State.
You know, Stan, when you have one-on-one coverage and the pass is well thrown, it's almost impossible to stop. Garrity just does a deep out. He gets the protection. It was good ball handling, good fake. He's got him beat easily, keeps his feet in. 1st down, Penn State.
You don't have to go for it in one grab. 6:51 left. It's an eternity. It's an eternity. 1st down and 10, Penn State at their own 46-yard line. Warner, 50, into Bama territory at the 46-yard line. That's what you want to do. That's what you want to do. He picks up 8. It'll be 2nd down and 2, Penn State.
And what's happening, Bama's not sure. They're going to go deep, and they're afraid of the deep pass. They're loosening their people up. Their linebackers playing pass. Penn State's coming with the run, and Kurt Warner, you give him a shot, a little crack, he's going to make yardage.
A lot of time, just an awful lot of time. 2nd down and a long 2 for Penn State. Warner comes out to the left. Williams slips and falls and gets back to the 45-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 1. An unfortunate slip by John Williams because he probably would have had that 1st down.
Yeah, he tried to cut back against the grain. You run for daylight. He certainly would have made the 1st down, but now they got 2 downs to go for first. You know they're going to go for it.
Well, we've talked so much about the fatigue factor, and you begin to wonder, is it Alabama's turn to get tired now?
Might be.
3rd down and a long 1.5 yards. Power eye to the left. They shift out of it. Williams in motion. Here's a pitch wide to Warner. He's got to get out there. He's stopped for a loss. He's stopped for a loss by Russ Wood. What a defensive play. And Penn State will have to punt.
Well, what happened on that, Kurt got over anxious. He only had to go one. He should have turned up in the inside at that crack there, but Edwards had a lot of penetration, put him down.
Darrell White back deep at his own 12. And here's where you need Giacomo to give you the big punt. Oh, he blocked. He kicked it into his own man. Oh, no. He kicked it into his own man. Oh, my goodness. He kicked it into his own man. And that's the ball game right there.
What happened? Number 35, Sutter, in replace of Robinson, stepped back into the punt. Oh, that's a terrible, terrible break for Penn State. It was number 35, Sutter. We'll see that he walks right into the punt. You can't give ground, Stan. You can't give ground. It'll take a miracle now for Penn State to get back in this ball game. Watch him. You see him move right back into the punt?
He walked right into the punter. Unbelievable. And Alabama is about to pick up another gift. 1st down and 10 at the 12. Give inside to Carter, and he's down to the 7-yard line. Well, Penn State has one chance here, and that's to hold him to a field goal. Suter makes the tackle. That's 2 tackles in a row for Mike Suter. Unfortunately, one was on Ralph Giacomo. And the kicking game,
something they're so proud of has fallen to pieces. But you see, you lose a key man like Robinson, put a young fella in there, and you see what can happen.
2nd down and 5, Alabama. Pitch wide to Patrick. He gets outside. Touchdown. Surprised that they're only going for 1 point. Now they're going to call timeout. They got to go for 2. It'd be foolish not to go for 2 here.
Absolutely, and every reason for and no reason not to. I tell you, this is just a pitch sweep. What you can see, the Penn State defense is emotionally down. The pursuit is very bad. Alexander gets beat to the outside by Patrick, an easy touchdown. But you don't see a block kick like that very often, Stan.
Here's the touchdown play again.
Just a sweep.
Alabama's touchdown drives. One was 14 yards after a block punt. Another one, this one, 12 yards after a block punt. A 7-yard touchdown run. And Alabama will go for the 2. It's the only play they have because what's the difference if you're up 13 what's the difference if you're up 13 points? You want to be up 14. They'll go for the 2 to attempt to make it 35-21. And Joe Paterno, standing on the sideline, saw his team beat itself. Not to take anything away from Alabama. They're a great team, but Joe Paterno watched his team beat themselves.
Well, that hurts a coach, Stan. It's a question of pride. You work hard to prepare before a game. You don't, you get beat fair and square. Your team is playing pretty well, and then a kid comes in a substitute and makes an error like that, which is really an egregious, an outstanding error to retreat back into the kicker, and the game is over.
Well, there's a delay on the field. The Alabama fans. Been about a 5-minute timeout here. 33-21, 4:08 to play. And the thing about it is, too, George, Penn State had all the momentum. Giacomello figures to get the ball out of bounds inside the 20. It forces them to make a tough drive, and they give it right to him. Even a block punt doesn't give him the ball at the 12. He kicked it into his own man backed into him. Now they'll go for 2. Carruth in motion. Lewis rolling. He's rushed out of there. He throws in the end zone, 2 points. He had all day, and Bendrose caught it. And now Alabama's up 14 points.
All right, it's a rollout action. They didn't defend it too badly. The only thing, they didn't put pressure on him. He sees Bendrose. Watch Bendrose keep his feet in the back of the end zone. Another missed tackle, and they get the 2.
Here comes the punt once again, the play of the game.
Watch number 35. Now see, he starts moving around. You can't do that. You can't, look at it, he's moving back into his kicker. You're supposed to go up front and attack somebody that might, if there's any penetration.
Well, we talk about the kicking game. Penn State, 2 punts blocked, missed a field goal. Alabama made both of their field goal attempts. And you just can't give a team like Alabama touchdown drives of 12 and 14 yards. It's really that simple. And Penn State was on the verge of winning this football game. Down only 3 points, or 6 points. Sanders will kick off. Line drive, look out, it's over everybody. I guess you can pick out a lot of things, George, but John Williams on 2nd and 2 slipping down when he had the first down, which caused him to go to a 3rd down and 2 on a wide play. They didn't make it. They had to punt. Well, you can go on and on like that forever.
And the Jackson reception
right.
Also was a big play. But, hey, you never know. You get a lucky play and an onside kick, you never know. That's why it's a great game. And we should remember they're only kids, obviously, so they do not want to walk into the kicker.
Penn State obviously throwing. It is intercepted. It is intercepted. Rocky Colburn, or Eddie Lowe, the linebacker. It's a touchdown. Eddie Lowe. It's all over. Eddie Lowe intercepted the pass intended for Mike McCloskey. It is the 4th interception of the game. It's a blowout.
Well, watch McCloskey. He doesn't even look for the ball. He's wide open. You can't let that happen. He must be in a fog. Todd let the ball go a little too soon. These are the days the coach says, well, there'll be other days and other times.
Well, you said the game would be won in the last 5 minutes. Indeed, it has been. Penn State will go down to defeat for the first time this year. And it didn't have to be that way. Kim to attempt the extra point. It's good. 42-21. They have doubled Penn State on the scoreboard.
All right, let's take a look at this. You will see coming right to left, the tight end, McCloskey. He releases. He doesn't even look. Well, the ball was overthrown a bit, but he wanted to throw it to him sooner. It's kind of a sloppy pass. This is what can happen when things go bad.
Eddie Lowe, a senior linebacker, 5'11", 190. Returns it for the touchdown. Alabama 42, Penn State 21. 4 interceptions against Todd Blackledge. Maybe he was due for a day like this, George, but it's a shame it had to come today.
Well, whether he was due or not, you know, what happens if you try to play catch-up under the circumstances that gave Alabama the lead, it's very difficult. So you take gambles or you get a little impatient, which he did at that particular time. This is what happened with Penn State last year, in their last game last year. Pretty soon what was a very even game became a bit of a rout, and that's exactly what's happened today.
People across the country will look at the final score, and it will appear to have been a blowout. But it really wasn't. With 5.5 minutes to play, it was 27-21. Bow 2 yards deep. Fumble. Out of bounds. It'll be Penn State's ball at the 32. Boy, it's all gone downhill now. And now the best thing to do is just button it up and see what you can do and start thinking about Syracuse.
Well, he's going to get a chance to give his number 2 quarterback some experience, which is Strang. And this is what you do in situations like that. Get some young kids in, try to get something productive out of a terrible situation.
Doug Strang, a sophomore, 6'2", 203 from Linwood, New Jersey. The heir apparent. There's Eddie Lowe. Here's the give off to Mumford, who drives for 5 up to the 37-yard line. Lowe makes the tackle. Oh, Bear Bryant isn't satisfied with a 21-point lead. He's got the defensive starters in there. Kevin Campbell now comes into the game. Rocky Washington comes into the game. Penn State going with the second-team skill people. Bear Bryant will rack up win number 320. And Joe Paterno still looking for that first win against Alabama. The thing that kills you is it was within grasp. Mumford again got a hole to the 50 and into Alabama territory at the 49, 48-yard line. Tony Mumford getting some playing time. He also, being a sophomore, 6 feet, 202 pounds, Lindenwold, New Jersey. Our offensive player of the game is John Williams, number 44. Our Offensive Player of the Game award is sponsored by Subaru, Daly's Juice Products, Westinghouse, and by Budweiser. Strang pitching to Mumford again. He's got another hole, the 45, the 40, and inside the 40, near the 38, and also near a first down, Eddie Lowe, again making the tackle.
Well, they're just playing nice and loose, Alabama, but Penn State might put it in the air to try to get another score up.
Our Defensive Player of the Game is Harry Hamilton. Our Defensive Player of the Game award is sponsored by Subaru, Daly's Juice Products, Westinghouse, and by Budweiser. Harry Hamilton, our Defensive Player of the Game. Harry, a junior from Wilkes-Barre, The hero, 6 feet, 191 pounds. First down, Penn State on the run by Mumford. There's Walter Lewis. And he played a great football game, but really, the difference in the football game, 2 block punts and an interception returned for a touchdown.
Well, it's what happens if there's one word that you strive for to answer situations like what just occurred, is somewhere along the line after the break, Penn State obviously lost its concentration. But I don't think Sutter, to my recollection, had been on the punt protection team this year. Usually had Robinson in there, and when he got in, he just kind of lost his concentration.
Well, it's something that he'll never do again. First down and 10, Penn State at the 38-yard line, and Strang will throw. He looks, fires, incomplete. Intended out of bounds for Rocky Washington. It was overthrown, too tall. That'll bring up 2nd and 10. 2:21 to play in the ball game.
Washington, incomplete.
And again, obviously Penn State, an underdog coming in, and obviously not a sure bet to win. But you think with 5 minutes to play, this was a touchdown ball game, and it'll look like it was an absolute lopsided game, and it wasn't.
As you said, a good punt, and they got a good field position. One play could have won the ball game.
2nd and 10, Penn State. Blitz on, draw play, up the middle, inside the 35 and down to the 34-yard line. We have 3rd down for Penn State. Clock under 2 minutes now. The opposing coaches. Third down and 6, Penn State. Strang, wide open, and is dropped. Kevin Campbell had the first down. He dropped the first down pass. That's not the first pass Penn State has dropped today. It'll bring up 4th down and 6. Obviously, Penn State will go for it. Todd Blackledge today, 19 out of 34, 218 yards. But there it is, 4 interceptions. We'll make a correction. There were 2 touchdown passes, 1 to Warner and 1 to Bow. But the 4 interceptions, he had only 5 coming in. That gives him 9. 4th down and 6. Strang throwing, it is caught. Ooh, what a hit for a first down. Castile makes the hit on Washington. First down, Penn State.
But that was a nice throw and a nice reception. Let's take a look at it. This young fellow's going to get invaluable playing time, pretty good protection. Now Washington just runs into the seam, takes a vicious hit here by Castile. As you said, the Bears keeping his first stringers in there. I think he's a little conscious of the pole positions.
First down and 10, Penn State, 1:18 to play in the game. Strang again drops. Throws, it is incomplete. It was intended for tight end Dean DeMidio. He was open, the pass was not well thrown. It is incomplete. It'll bring up 2nd down and 10. .112 to play. Reverse fumble picked up by Penn State.
They rushed that play a little bit. Strang rushed it just a little bit on his handoff to Mumford.
Clock running with 50 seconds to play. Number 22. Following the Alabama field goal to give the Crimson Tide a 27-21 lead, Penn State moved to Alabama territory but stalled. It's 4th down and Penn State will punt. Strang rushed out of the pocket. He'll hang on. He's hit at the 17 and he'll be dropped at the 16-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down as the clock runs. It may be the last play unless Penn State hurries to the line of scrimmage. Clock now under 20. And there'll be a timeout call by Penn State to get off their 4th down and 9 play. Now the Penn State defense, number 22. Following the Alabama field goal to give the Crimson Tide a 27-21 lead, Penn State moved to Alabama territory but stalled. It's 4th down and Penn State will punt. Number 23. Following Alabama's touchdown and 2-point conversion to lead 35-21, Penn State has the ball. Number 24. After Alabama intercepted Penn State for a 4th time and returned it for a touchdown, the Tide leads 42-21, and Penn State has the ball.
Well, Robinson must have got hurt pretty badly because he's not even on the field. Oh, there he is, yeah.
We're just going to do a 30-second wrap-up for center video.
That's it?
That's it.
All right.
And, well, that's...
I'm buying.
Wait, that's it. That's first.
Oh, first.
Then we got the show to do.
Hey.
Whoa.
Go.
We can open up on a wide shot.
You're going to open on a wide shot with the scoreboard. Just coming right to you.
Okay.
Check the hand light. Check the hand light, Tommy.
Okay, here's a croak level. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Coming right up to it.
Coming right to you. Stand by.
Nine yards to go, 17 seconds to play. Penn State at the 17. Strang looking in the end zone, intercepted. Gerald Sprinkle, number 7, intercepts. Bear Bryant kept all the first team, or just about all the first team defense in there. Sprinkle comes down with the interception. Alabama's 5th interception of the day.
Well, let's watch this. He tries to hit him in the corner of the end zone. As you said, Sprinkle had it all the way. It was kind of a desperation type pass, just trying to get some points on the board. Obviously, the game was over about 4 minutes ago.
11 seconds to play. Alabama will run one play, and this will be history. They fall on the ball, and that will do it. It's all over. That's the end of the game. The final score, Alabama 42, Penn State 21. We'll be back right after this. There was no further scoring, and the game ended with a score. Alabama 42, Penn State 21. We'll be back right after this.
They got a great kicking game. That's what they can't play down trying to play Alabama. So what's wrong? That one kick they took out got hurt. They could have been an interception back. There's a guy who's in that position. The other kid comes in and he stepped into that. They've had one punt back block in 13 years.
Yeah, I just, we don't get that much coverage. The field goal wasn't that much in Nebraska, and the block punt and that. I only got another year to spend with these people.
Brutal day to play a game, but they lose like that.
No, I think we're okay. We're okay. Thank you, DJ. Nice job.
I hate to say it, what the fuck was that kid thinking of? He hit it back 5 yards.
Maybe we can start beating up on Auburn. I don't know. Didn't expect that. Not that way.
Made the call. Now, he should have overruled him and said it was a completion. Great game, another great thing. We never lost. Right free. That shit. Right.
Bad